up against the 5-0 Shelton Gales. Michael Valenti alongside former North Haven Indian himself, Trevor Keys. This is going to be probably the biggest game of the season, Trevor.
By far. This is, there's no question about it. Right now, 5-0, number 5 in the state versus number 11 in the state. North Haven, their records of the previous teams were 10 and 16. So maybe most fans are going to think, how serious is North Haven? Well, we're going to get to see how good this North Haven team is against one of the premier teams in the state. Shelton, this team's no joke. They're big. I watch them. These kids are massive. They make us look, well, we're short people, but they're massive. They got a great quarterback in, who's his name? What is his name? What do we call him?
Jake, the Snake Roberts.
Jake the Snake
And
Roberts.
no, not the legendary wrestler from the WWE days.
But he might be a legend in Shelton because this kid does it all right now. This is, I got goosebumps, Michael. Perfect weather, grass, cut grass. I love it. Let's go. I'm ready to go.
Now, we haven't been here at Mike Vanacore Field for about a month, and some big news coming for North Haven coming into this game. Seamus Meehan injured, Noah Pastor injured. Who's going to play the quarterback position for North Haven?
That's the million-dollar question because, well, let's not forget, North Haven really doesn't have a quarterback in this offense. This offense is so unique. You have different, you can have a Devin Brockemer. You can have one of the Hooks brothers. You can have Nick Dodge. You can have a tight end be playing quarterback. You can have anybody. That's the problem. And that's why it makes it so great and so unique and so tough for teams to defend each and every week is who's going to be the guy now at being quarterback, but we don't really call the quarterback in this offense anymore. It's called like running back, wing back, tailback is what they call it. It's tailback, not quarterback in this offense. So time will tell.
Now, another big thing to worry about here is Shelton's defense that had 7 sacks last week in their game against Massac. And this North Haven offensive line, this might be their first true test of the season.
I mean, I guarantee this Shelton line would give the New York Giants offensive line a problem because they get after the quarterback. Got 17 sacks on the year. That's impressive. This team gets after you, they get after you, and they make your night a living hell. And that's the problem. And North Haven is going to have to establish some sort of passing game. We know North Haven is not used to being a passing team, but they got to continue to run the football and keep this offense of Shelton, who averages, both teams average about 30 points a game. So if you could keep this Shelton offense and Jake the Snake, we want to call him tonight, Jake the Snake Roberts, off the field, North Haven's got a great shot, man.
Now let's look at the keys of the game here. Let's start with North Haven. Obviously, no Seamus Meehan, no Noah Pastor. So who has to take over this offense?
Well, the main guys that you would come to think of are Nick Dodge and Devin Brockemer. Nick Dodge is, I mean, he's carrying the Dodge name, the legacy of the Dodge name. It's like the Montana brothers. Now you got the Dodge brothers. This kid's explosive. This kid can break from a 5-yard, like a Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard rush to a 50-yard rush. And the same thing for Devin Brockemer. So Shelton, yes, they got a great defense. They get off to the quarterback, but this is not the defense that you're going to get after a quarterback. They don't really pass. You're going to have to shut the run game down. If they can shut the run game down of North Haven, Shelton has a great opportunity. Past 2 games, 356 yards, 286 yards. The past 2 games, North Haven's average. That's 321 yards. That's pretty impressive, Michael. I think that's pretty good. So Shelton's going to have their hands full tonight against this high-octane North Haven rushing attack.
And again, for Shelton, what do they have to do to win this game?
Well, it's easy. Give the ball to Jake the Snake Roberts. He's been their best player overall, 900 yards, all-purpose yards. Rushing, he's got 300 yards rushing as well. Passing 500. He throws the ball. They like to throw the ball. North Haven sometimes plays a lot of soft coverage, so that's a good thing at times because maybe Shelton takes the chance over the top. Let them get the underneath routes. That's fine. Don't let anything behind them. But Shelton, continue to run the ball with Jack Carr as well. He's another 300-yard rusher. They have a good balanced attack as well. This is a toss-up game, Michael. I mean, you got North Haven 5-0. The schedule, some people might say, North Haven, they're 5-0, but they haven't really played anybody. Shelton is for real. North Haven number 11 in the state. Let's see how good this North Haven team is going against an SEC power.
Now, if you remember the last time these two teams faced at Mike Vanacore Field and we broadcasted here on NHTV, the game finished with a 35-34 win for Shelton, with a missed extra point being the deciding factor.
It seems so long
That was
ago.
2 years ago.
Wow.
That was 2 years ago, and then last year Shelton blew out North Haven by a couple of scores when they were home last year. So we could see another near game like we did 2 years ago here at Mike Vanacore Field.
Hey, if that's the game we're going to see, if it's a 35-34 game, no matter what happens, hey, I'll take that any day and twice on Sunday. I mean, that's the type of game you want to see. It's the SEC powers of North Haven versus Shelton. Shelton has been pretty dominant for the past couple of years. North Haven is starting to get their groove again. And I don't think this is going to be a blowout. I'd be shocked if this is a blowout of a type of game. I see Shelton, big, physical, get after the quarterback. And I see North Haven, love to run the football. They're aggressive. Man, this is just going to be a fun old SEC bloodbath, my friends.
All right. Well, we just heard that Shelton will receive the kickoff. It's going
to be fun, Michael.
It's going to be a fun game. When we come back, it will be kickoff here. You're watching Night Football on NHTV.
Arnold's Jewelers, the North Haven Diamond Center, 117 Washington Avenue in North Haven. Decades of experience and a deep commitment to the North Haven community. Visit us today at thearnoldsjewelers.com.
North Haven Funeral Home, 36 Washington Avenue, North Haven. Since 1953, the one source families rely on for caring, compassionate service. North Haven Funeral Home.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
HB Communications, 60 Dodge Avenue, North Haven. Since 1946, specializing in audio-video solutions, including video conferencing, unified communications, digital signage, and more. HB Communications.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets sprang clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
The coin has been tossed, the national anthem has been sung, and we are underway here for another exciting edition of Friday Night Football on NHTV. Michael Valenti alongside Trevor Keys will be up in the booth in just a second here. Shelton has won the toss. They will receive. And it's going to be a fun one, folks. Two 5-0 teams. Trevor, it's going to be fun here.
Ooh, Michael, I can't wait for
It's
this.
going to be a cold one too. Probably the coldest game so far this season for both teams.
Oh, come on. It's not that cold. It's nice out. This is October weather. You couldn't have asked for better weather right now. I'm excited. This is the opportunity. Jake the Snake, as we call him, Jake the Snake Roberts versus the North Haven defense. Let's see this type of defense we see from Coach Velarde. He's been bringing a lot of pressure recently. Let's see if he gets after early on in this game.
DiCarlo with a nice kick there. And a whistle blown before the ball landed. Let's see what the whistle was blown for. It's against North Haven. And it's going to go back 5 yards. Illegal procedure against North Haven, so that will bring it 5 yards back, so we'll kick from the 35-yard line.
And that could play a part. Field position could be a big part of this game. Field position always is a huge part of any type of football game. So let's see how Shelton reacts to this in North Haven. North Haven plays good coverage also as well in special teams, so that's a thing to look out for as well.
So DeCarlo will kick again. This one a line drive kick will be received, and it's off the hands, but then picked up quickly. Getting to the 30, nice juke there, keeping it on the ground, and he's dropped at the 37-yard line. Nice return there by David Yakowitz.
And I said, field position. They're inside the 30, 35, close to the 40-yard line right there. This is perfect starting field position for the Gales of Shelton. And now we get to see the dual threat of Jake the Snake Roberts. This is going to be a big opportunity and a prove-it time, a statement for the North Haven defensive line specifically. This is a big offensive line. Look at the tackles. They're massive.
1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Yeah, there's definitely a size advantage here.
Oh,
You're looking
yeah.
at NFL type linemen here. Fake handoff, and that one nearly intercepted off the hands of the receiver there. Intended for number 13, Jake Otto.
Yeah, look at the offensive line of Shelton. They're massive. No wonder why Jack Carr and Jake Roberts have such great success so far throughout the year. They're massive. But a missed opportunity for Shelton as well. That was about a 5-6 yard play right there. They had the open. You see the middle of the field open. North Haven's got to see that. They're going to catch them off guard. They're going to throw a lot of combinations at them that's going to fool North Haven. How do they handle these different formations as well?
2nd down, run up the middle, and North Haven doing a good job clogging up the hole there. A gain of maybe 2 or 3 on the play.
And I think that's been one of North Haven's greatest strengths defensively is their rush defense. I mean, they've been able to shut down teams so far throughout these first 5 games. They've done a great job of shutting down the rushing attacks, but this is a different animal. Shelton is big, they're physical, and they usually win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 6 for Shelton. Drops back, looks to throw, pass is complete, gets the 1st down near midfield there. The pass to Brian Burrito. That's a 1st down for Shelton.
Well, he had plenty of time. If you see the replay, you got to see. He's got plenty of time. He's there all day. Delivers a perfectly thrown ball right over the sticks. North Haven, it looked like a tight window for maybe a second, but great throw by Jake Roberts.
So it's now 1st and 10 from midfield. 11 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. No score. Handoff goes up. No, it's a fake to Roberts going to the right side.
He got
he gets
right
a couple
there.
yards on the play.
He got you right there, huh?
He did.
He got you a little confused, and that's why has over 300 yards rushing coming into this game. Is plays like this. Fakes him. Give the ball to his running back. See the defensive line come down too far, and guess what? A smart quarterback like that, he's going to take it. He's going to take it. He's going to keep it. His ability to run is one of his biggest strengths, and you know what? For a guy like that, Shelton's got to be happy to have a guy on his team like that.
Right through the middle. 1st down there. Great play. Great run by Jack Carr.
And that's one of the guys we talked about, man. He's one of their big home run threats, and you could tell right up. I mean, look at that. Right up this middle of the field. Easy. I mean, right now you're seeing Shelton take control with this first drive right now. And they're doing anything they can right now. They have a good balanced attack. And this is what I said in the pregame. They have a great balanced attack where they can be able to throw and run the football with their big guys. And that's what they're doing so far with the Indians.
1st and 10. Fakes the handoff. Goes up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Crosses the 30-yard line there.
Just inside the 30.
And Michael, I think we talked about it a couple of times for the home games. We've seen them. They've been a great tackling team. But right there, had a couple missed tackles right there. That's not going to do it tonight. You got to bring them down. Can't have, I don't know, what do you call it? Arm tackles or something nowadays? That's what they call it. Hand tackles, arm tackles. What the way tackling is nowadays. And maybe kids are afraid to get a penalty on them. But still, you got to bring them down. And the teammates got to be there.
Roberts, quick pass to the right side is complete. They get the 1st down. That was Paul Ferrigno on the play.
And that's what Shelton's doing right now. You're seeing them play. Look how far they're playing off. That's some soft coverage right there. And they're going to throw the little quick out routes, little curl routes. They're going to take those. They're not going to throw deep. They're not going to take a chance. But that's where North Haven has to stay on its toes and watch those plays. They've been throwing a lot of short throws. But Shelton, with the ability of Robert's arm, he could throw it over the top and surprise you. So they have to be on alert with that.
1st and 10, handoff goes to Carr, and he's got the entire tribe on his back, and he's not going down. He is carrying them all over.
Pick up a 9 on the play.
A 9-yard carry for Jack Carr on the play.
I told you, this is a different animal that North Haven has not played so far, and it's showing right now in this first drive. They're too high, first of all. They're off defensive line. You got to get lower. These are big guys. You can't go toe-to-toe with them. They're going to beat you. Got to get lower, and you're seeing it right there. They're just pushing them back and having themselves a great first drive. And Shelton wants this and tire the North Haven defense out, and that's what they're doing.
Roberts takes it himself. He's got the first down, and that's about it. It'll be 1st and goal now on the run by Jake Roberts as he slithers through the defensive line.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. That was clever. But still, guess what? It's positive yards. It's not like it's bad. It's a couple, 3-4 yards. Shelton will take that. And what did I say at the beginning of the drive? The field position is going to play a huge part. And they started at great. They started at the 37-yard line, and Shelton's taking it too right now, North Haven. North Haven's got to be the more aggressive team, and they haven't shown in this first drive.
Roberts takes it himself up the middle. Touchdown, Shelton.
He's in the end zone for a touchdown.
Without a shadow of a doubt, he finds the hole, breaks through, and Shelton's up 6-0.
Yeah, that's just the way Shelton wants to do, and that's how they play. That's how they've done it so far in the first 5 weeks. They're going to ground and pound. They're going to catch you off guard with some nice little dink and dunk passes, curl routes, out routes, and that's what they just did. The balanced attack of this Shelton Gales offense just was on display for the North Haven defense.
So I believe for the first time this year, North Haven is trailing at Mike Vanacore Field.
Is that true?
I believe so.
Are you sure? It's been a while since we've been here, so.
The extra point is good. So with that, Shelton takes a 7-0 lead with 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
North Haven Funeral Home, 36 Washington Avenue, North Haven. Since 1953, the one source families rely on for caring, compassionate service. North Haven Funeral Home.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
HB Communications, 60 Dodge Avenue, North Haven. Since 1946, specializing in audio-video solutions, including video conferencing, unified communications, digital signage, and more. HB Communications.
Subway, Universal Drive, North Haven. Locally owned and operated, featuring delicious subs, wraps, salads, and all of your catering needs.
So there's Coach Sagnella there as he watched his defense give up the 7-0 lead already. And the end zone, or the kickoff goes into the end zone.
They do it all right, Michael. It seems like offensively, defensively, special teams. This is a different animal that North Haven's going to have to deal with. And let's see, this is a big drive for the Indians right now. Early adversity, dealing with this, down 7-0. The way Shelton went right down and scored, run it down their throats, throw the ball. They could have had anything they wanted on that drive. Now we get to see how Shelton goes against this great rushing attack of North Haven. This is the matchup I've been waiting to see.
Looks like Corey Hooks will take the first snap for North Haven's offense here. And it goes to number 13, Nick Dodge, to the far side. He's got around the corner. He's got a first down flag on the play, though. And he's tackled just shy of the 35-yard line. Let's see what the flag was. It could be holding on North Haven.
Looks like it was holding. I'm going to take a guess, maybe 44. It looks like he was holding up in the shoulders too much right there. Look, referees are going to call that anytime you see a guy holding you and trying to tackle you down.
And it is holding against North Haven. So that negates the 13-yard run from Nick Dodge, and they'll lose yardage on the play.
And this is not the situation North Haven wants to be right now. 1st and 20. This is an obvious situation where you'd like to have one of your quarterbacks, a Seamus Meehan here, or a Noah Pastor, where they can be able to throw the ball, extend the field. and make a big play. Now they're down with 1st and 20. They're not ideal. Oh, it's 1st and 10 actually. Maybe they declined it?
No, it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Well, I'm looking at the marker, and it's only 10 yards, which I'm confused.
So what happens is it's the spot of the foul. So the foul happened at the first down marker, so they just basically negated the whole play.
Okay.
1st and 10 with 7:53 to go. Run up the middle, and another flag before the start of the play.
A lot of confusion going on right here. Early flags. The refs are flag happy right now. They're throwing flags. Looks like it's on Shelton though.
Did they jump early?
I don't know.
Offsides against Shelton. So that's going to move them 5.
They're offside,
So with that, it's 1st and 5.
It's been a seesaw game right now between first play, great run, flag. Now you got the 5-yard penalty. So 1st and 5. This is where North Haven wants to be. It's a 1st and 5 situation. Now get back to your bread and butter. Run the football.
1st and 5 from the 25. It is a run play.
Corey Hooks on the carry.
Hooks carries the ball, and he gets past the first down marker for the first down.
And you got to be happy with that. Coach Agnello's got to love that, especially being an offensive line coach or just a line coach in general. You got to love seeing his linemen win the battle right there. Great job of Hooks following his lead blockers. And guess what? It's another first down for the Indians.
So it's now 1st and 10 for North Haven from the 31-yard line. A 6-yard carry for Corey Hooks there. About 7.5 to go in the first quarter. Shelton leads 7-0. Direct snap, handoff there to Brockemer. Brockemer up the middle. He's got the first down. Ball is on the ground, and it's Shelton that receives the fumble.
And that could be a huge turning point for this entire game. I know it's early on in the first quarter, but you get a big play right there. It looked like they had that all bunched up in the backfield, Shelton. They were in the backfield from the start, but great job. Almost looked like a missed handoff by Hooks to Brockemer. Luckily, just got it in, and Devin Brockemer being the quick back that he is, and then just unfortunate, great job of stripping that ball. That's stripping the ball 101. You practice that each and every day on defense, and that right there is a huge play in this game, early on in this game, for both Shelton and North Haven.
1st and 10 for Shelton. Handoff. No, it's actually a pass up the right, and North Haven is not fooled there like I was.
You were fooled on that?
I thought it was a run up the middle.
Ah, Jake the Snake got you right there. But hey, that's a great job of staying at home right there. Look, trying to get him with the confusion, fake the handoff, try to go with the screen. Nice job of getting off the block right there. That's what North Haven needs to do. They got to be the aggressor. They have to be the aggressive team to have a chance in this game, because Shelton is a very aggressive team. They have to be the more aggressive team tonight to have a chance against the Gales.
2nd and 11. It's a 1-yard loss on the pass. Fakes the handoff. Roberts rolls out. Tries to run. He actually gets a couple yards on the play.
But you'll take that, because he is known for running the ball and making big plays with his legs. You just got to be in contained. That's the most important thing, because his ability to extend plays with his legs, he has to be in contained. That's for defensive ends. Defensive ends have a huge responsibility tonight of guarding where number 2 is. No matter if he has the ball, he's passing it, he's faking the handoff, they have to be in contained and stay in your lanes. Don't over pursue, sorry.
3rd and 7 from the 46. Roberts rolls back, has pressure, steps in the pocket, line. A good throw, but nowhere near the receiver, and that's going to be 4th down.
Well, he had him. He had him up the seams. North Haven has struggled this year with players up the seam, whether it's a tight end or a receiver. They have been beat within the hash, and you can see right there, I mean, he had a wide open guy. Just a wide open guy, but just missed opportunity, and North Haven
caught a break there.
Catches a huge break. I mean, you get the fumble at midfield. You're thinking Shelton's going to go right down possibly and score, but North Haven holds their ground, and a big stop from the Indians. So let's see how this North Haven offense, who had some success in the first drive up until the turnover.
So here's the punt from Shelton. It's a high punt there, and it will be fair, caught inside the 15 by Brockamer.
They don't want him catching the ball and making plays with his legs. He's too quick. That's why that's why they're going to punt the ball like that tonight.
A beautiful punt there. So North Haven starts their second drive, which they're going to try doing better than their one that ended in a fumble.
Well, it wasn't like the first drive was bad. It wasn't a negative drive. It was a good drive. It's just the unfortunate event of the turnover right there.
Right. So under 6 minutes to go, North Haven try to get on the board here, trailing 7-0 after Jake Roberts ran it in from 4 yards out. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. And there's a handoff to Brockamer. Up the middle. And he is in there for the first down.
Now, if you remember, that was the exact same play they ran previous with Brockamer when he had the fumble. And just as successful as the first one was the second one. And you saw him, the little guy showing at the end. He's holding on to that ball now. You know that coach has said something to him, because watch him just, see, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. And that's what he did right there. And he's lowering the shoulder. Don't be fooled by this guy's size. This is a tough, tough back. And the success right now with the counter is working. North Haven needs to keep going with this counter.
It will be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Corey Hooks trying to get to the near end. He's hit and dropped at the 28-yard line.
It was a gain for a couple yards, but you saw that Shelton had that edge stuffed. It's just, I feel like he's too patient. I feel like if he can just go from the start, I don't think anybody can catch him. I have that feeling. I haven't seen him break one yet, but I think he's too patient, or he's relying on his blockers too much. He needs to just go sometimes.
2nd and 7 from the 28-yard line. Direct snap. This time it's Nick Dodge. Breaks a tackle. Trying to dive for the first down. It looks like he's got it.
And if North Haven's going to have great success tonight, it's going to come down to those 3 players that just had the 3 previous plays. Devin Brockamer, Nick Dodge, and the Hooks brothers. Either one of the Hooks brothers. These 3 guys are going to have. I mean, look at Nick Dodge has been, what a great player he's been this year, and a huge bonus for this Indian offense. I know they're down Pastor and they're down James Meehan, but Nick Dodge has done a great job of taking the load for North Haven.
And a timeout called by Shelton. So with the timeout called, we'll take a timeout here. Shelton leads 7-0. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Subway, Universal Drive, North Haven. Locally owned and operated, featuring delicious subs, wraps, salads, and all of your catering needs. Subway, Universal Drive next to Home Depot in North Haven.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
7-0. Shelton leads with 4:19 to go in the first quarter. Michael Valenti alongside Trevor Keys. Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Michael, I have to say, before we get into the next play, the suit, I told you pregame, is on point tonight.
Thank you very much.
Oh, come on. He's styling and profiling tonight. Like
First and 10 from the 37-yard line. Direct snap to Hooks. Crosses the 40-yard line, dropped at the 42-yard line. So about a 5-yard run there for Hooks.
And so far throughout these first couple drives, I haven't seen anybody have the edge right now in the line battle. It seems like Shelton had the first start, and then North Haven comes back and punches them out. This is just, like I said in the pregame, this is going to be a 12-round fight for 60 minutes, and it looks like whoever has the ball last is going to win this game. And right now, North Haven's doing a great job of controlling the line of scrimmage right now.
2nd and 5 with the formation shift for North Haven. Direct snap goes to the near side. It's Nick Dodge, hit from the line of scrimmage, and maybe got a yard. Let's see where they mark it. A good play there by the defenders of Shelton.
I mean, that was just a great play. Look, they're reading the motion, reading the audible, and this was just, you see him right there. He saw it from the start. Bam. That's just a great play by the linebacker.
Tyler Janik with the tackle there for Shelton.
Heck of a play right there, and a big play for Shelton, because North Haven has gained some success on the ground right there. That's a big stop for this Gales defense, and a big third down coming up for the Indians.
Hooks takes the snap himself, and the momentum gets him past the first down.
Yeah, the Shelton player actually helped Hooks get the first down right there.
Look at this run here from
Following his
Corey
blocks.
Hooks.
And that's what I think he needs to do. I think instead of just being so hesitant and patient, just go. Just go, and guess what? If they're too slow, push them. Push them in the back. Luckily, you had the Shelton player help you out with the big first down, and the North Haven Indians are driving right now.
So North Haven, again, with a good drive going. Let's see if they can finish it out this time. Nick Dodge hands it off to Hooks. Hooks trying to get around the edge, and he's going to be dropped right there by number 55, Jake Brayton.
Yeah, Jake Brayton does a great job of getting off the block of Noah Pirelli right there. And watch. See, he waited, but Noah Pirelli has to do a better job of staying on his block right there. Great job by Jake Brayton of just throwing him off and making the play.
So that's going to be 2nd and 8. Ball at the 49-yard line. So North Haven gets past the midfield mark for the first time tonight.
Does North Haven try to catch him off guard with maybe a little pass right now? We haven't seen any passing yet, and does that come into factor with the injury impact of Noah Pastor and Seamus Meehan?
Seamus Meehan out with a broken leg. Pastor out with an ankle injury. Handoff up the middle. Brockemer, he's broken free. 30, 25, dropped right there at the 24-yard line. What a run there by Devin Brockemer.
I tell you, this kid is special right now. This kid, him and Nick Dodge, look at this. It was the counter play. They audible over to the left side right there. And then bam, look at the line. Look at the hole though right there. The line just does a great job. They're getting lower from the start, and that's why you're seeing these big gains, especially this counter play. That's 3 plays of them running the counter play and great big chunk of yards on each of the plays.
Good block there by Luke Maruka. And this run goes nowhere here on first down. The run by Max Augustine.
Max Augustine's had a quite surprise so far for the Indians, and he's been pretty good so far. More of a goal line type of guy, whereas Noah Pastor, that's usually Noah Pastor that's running that ball right there. So that's another player that's going to have to be huge tonight is Augustine of the Indians.
2nd and 8 from the 20. Shift in motion. There's the direct snap to Hooks. Hooks finds a hole, breaks through, and he's dropped just around the first down mark. It looks like he'll get the first down there.
You know what I'm noticing? It's not even just like they're good runs, but the way they're finishing the end of their runs. You see the shifting. They're shifting a lot in this drive right now, and Shelton hasn't been able to handle. I love how they're finishing. Look at him. Just keeps going, getting his teammates out of the way. He's running people over. That's how you got to run the football. You got to run angry every time you get the ball, and the Indians are doing that with Devin Brockemer. He looks like a man possessed after that fumble, and now with Hooks as well. I love what I'm seeing from this Indians drive right now.
1st and 10. Augustine gets the direct snap. Trying to snake through, but he can't get through.
I think that was, if you could see, him and Hooks got confused from the start, and that's why they had no. I mean, really, look at it. Hooks and him going.
There was some miscommunication there.
Yeah, exactly. Bumping into each other, and that's why you saw no rush from the Indians. I'd like to see them go back to the counter. Shelton has had no answers for the counter of North Haven.
So 2nd down and
2nd and 8.
2nd and 10.
Or 2nd and 10, excuse me, from the 12-yard line. 8 seconds to go. They get one final play off. And they're going to go nowhere with it, trying to strip the ball out. Someone loses their helmet.
Well,
and that's going to be the last play of the first quarter.
They listened to me. I said run the counter, and that's what happens. They didn't get anything. Great job from Shelton of stuffing the A-gap. And you could see North Haven struggling with that run, but a big third down coming up in the second quarter.
We end the first quarter, 3rd and 10 from the 12-yard line. North Haven pushing here, trailing 7-0. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Arnold's Jewelers, the North Haven Diamond Center, 117 Washington Avenue in North Haven. Decades of experience and a deep commitment to the North Haven community. Visit us today at thearnoldsjewelers.com.
North Haven Funeral Home, 36 Washington Avenue, North Haven. Since 1953, the one source families rely on for caring, compassionate service. North Haven Funeral Home.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
HB Communications, 60 Dodge Avenue, North Haven, since 1946.
So look for details on that on the North Haven website.
3rd and 10. North Haven trails 7-0 in a battle of the undefeateds in the SCC. North Haven 5-0. Shelton 5-0. 12 minutes in, and Shelton scored on their first drive from a 4-yard run by Jake Roberts.
I'd say the round one, I give it a toss-up right now. It's been both teams overall have been doing a great job running the football. Shelton more of the balanced attack. North Haven been able to have their way with the Shelton defense so far.
3rd and 8. They fake the handoff, counter, gets around the edge, trying to dive into the end zone. He's got the first down at the 1-yard line. What a great play there by Justin White.
I said, hey, he's going to be their guy that they're going to throw the football with. I did say Justin White will be the guy. They were thinking.
Look at that, behind the back fake.
Well, that's
there.
what they do. That's what they do in practice. That's not something that he just did. They do that in practice. They've been doing it since I was doing it. So that's nothing new for me to see. They didn't have anything covered. Great job of the secondary of Shelton, getting the underneath route and over the top route. But Justin White, great job, awareness right there. Instead of forcing something or throwing something out of bounds, they decide to run it.
Takes it himself, trying to dive in. Is he in? Yes, he is. Touchdown, Indians.
You want to talk about a momentum builder right there for the team as a whole. I mean, you get a big drive. You're doing 7-0 right now, and the way they turn the ball over as well. Shelton looks like they got all the momentum. But North Haven, great job on defense and then powering their way in. That was the ultimate answer that you want to have coming back down early in this game.
Now again, the story 2 years ago, last time these two teams fought at Mike Vandecorp Field, was the extra point miss that was the deciding factor.
Kicker. He had a big kick last week against Brookfield, a 38-yard free goal. He's a good kicker.
DiCarlo up and good.
He's got some good leg. That shouldn't be a problem for the Indians, but the definition of that drive was just shown on that most recent play, and that was by Hooks. Ground and pound, getting into the end zone. Just an overall great drive from the Indians. And Coach Agnella, he looks like he's a little upset at one of his players, but if I'm him, hey, I'm a happy guy right now, the way their line took control of that drive.
North Haven ties this one up 7-7, and a beautiful drive there by the North Haven Indians, which started on a 10-yard penalty on the first play. Then they get a 5-yard penalty in their favor, and they were able to move every...
Well, no. That was the same drive that Brockham had the counter, and then they fumbled.
No. That was?
Yeah, it was.
That was... The 10-yard penalty started the drive, then it was a 5-yard penalty, and then they scored. That's what happened. So... Either way, the game is tied at 7 with 11:40 to go in the second quarter.
I think your memory. You're losing your memory a little.
No.
I think you are.
Either way, let's move forward as Shelton now receives the kickoff there. Flag flies, and they
Great
stop him
coverage
right
there
at the 22-yard line. Let's see what the flag is for. There could be a block, a hold somewhere.
Great coverage right there by the North Haven Indians. I mean, North Haven throughout the first 5 games, like I have stated, they do a great job of covering on the special teams, and that's credit to Coach Keith Walkovitz. I mean, he takes great pride in the special teams, and I mean, so far what I've seen at home, they do a fantastic job of staying in their lanes and not over-pursuing. So a great play. And now Shelton, like I just said early on with North Haven, they had to deal with a little adversity. Now Shelton's dealing with this, and Shelton hasn't had to deal with this throughout this season. So let's see how they handle it. This is a great team. There's a reason why they're the number 5 team in the state. They're undefeated. They've taken care of business against every one of their opponents. This is nothing new for them. Well, this actually might be.
So it was a 10-yard penalty for holding against Shelton. So instead of starting at the 22-yard line, they start at the 12-yard line or 13-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line with 11:33 to go.
From the 13-yard line for the Gales.
Here we go.
So it is now
First and 10. Man in motion. Fakes the handoff. Roberts takes it himself, and he's dropped right there.
And North Haven didn't get fooled with the motion. The previous game, when they had, who was the last game they played? It's been so long. Was it Cheshire?
Cheshire was their last home
Cheshire had a
game.
lot of great success with that, of little jet sweeps, little players going in motion right there. North Haven was not fooled right there, so that is a good plus right there. And if you can see, the score is incorrect, actually. That was the previous game. Maybe 34-21 was the previous score.
So it's 7-7, 11 minutes to go as we get our graphics fixed up there. 2nd and 9 from the 14-yard line. Darren Major was the man that made the tackle on first down. A quick pass here is complete, and they got the first down just shy of the 30-yard line. The pass going to number 25 there.
Another short little route right there. And you saw the defender slip, so that's why he got a little open right there. Great delivery again by Jake Roberts. They're going to not beat you with the over-the-top play. They're not going to beat you with that. They're going to run the football. They're going to have a balanced attack with throwing passes like that, and it's working so far for Shelton.
They go no huddle here, and no yards on that run.
Stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Well, the reason why they're going to run a lot of no huddle as well is because of the depth that North Haven brings with their defensive line. So they don't want to be having guys in and out on North Haven coming in, having rested guys. They want to have these guys, they want to tire them out, and that's why they're going to start running maybe more no huddle to try to tire out this defensive line of North Haven.
2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. Shotgun formation, 4 wideouts, 2 on each side. Roberts drops back, has time in the pocket, throws it up the middle and complete. Cross midfield. What a pass there by Jake Roberts to Paul Ferrigno.
Yeah, you're watching. I mean, like I just said, maybe they'll throw here and there some passes like that. Fakes to the right, looks at his reads, and then delivers a great throw ball. It was a post route right there. Hooks got beat. He was covered, good coverage, but a better play, adjusting to the ball and coming back for it and making the play. Great throw, great play by Shelton overall.
Again, North Haven secondary being tested. Roberts takes it himself up the left side and gets a run of about maybe 4 or 5.
Hey, if they're going to get 4 or 5 yards, Shelton will take it any day. They'll take that. I would take that as a coach. I'd be happy with 4 or 5 yards. If you would get 4 or 5 yards, that's a great start for the offense. And Shelton started all the way back at their own territory. Now they're working in the North Haven, so let's see how North Haven can handle this. You come back with the big drive, you score, you tie. Now all of a sudden, I tell you, this is going to be back and forth action. This is a world title fight, it seems like right now.
2nd and 5 from the 42-yard line. Roberts circles around, and it's dropped by Nick Dodge and Albert Hooks.
And the 2 guys that I talk about offensively came up huge defensively. I mean, North Haven's not getting confused with all this no huddle. They're not getting confused with the motion. They're not getting confused with any of this. Looked like a similar play to North Haven runs, and they had no success. Nick Dodge just coming right through the offensive line and getting underneath and making a heck of a play right there.
It was actually Jack Carr that was the carry on that play.
Okay.
3rd and 7 from the 44-yard line. Shotgun formation. Roberts drops back. Has time in the pocket again. Rolls to the near side. Has a defender in front of him, and that's a sack. He falls to the ground. Tagging him there is Luke Maruka.
Luke Faruka, what a play right there. I mean, that's just giving credit right there to the secondary. Looks at his first read, nothing. Still looking, nothing. That's great coverage of the underneath and the over-the-top plays. North Haven's secondary comes up huge where they gave up a big play early on in this drive. North Haven comes back with a big sack, and now North Haven's going to get the ball back on offense.
So they would call that a coverage sack, but the credit goes to Maruka as the snap goes to the ground, nearly blocked there. And this punt will be returned by Brockemer. Breaks a tackle and basically gets nothing on the return. So a little under 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. North Haven and Shelton are tied. 2 evenly matched teams, evenly scoring now. It's showing tonight. Both teams coming into this game averaging 300 yards on offense, averaging 29 points per game.
It's been fun, Michael. I mean, we've done a lot of games, but majority of our games, we've seen a lot of blowouts. We haven't seen a lot of great games, like close games. I'm really hoping that I get to see that tonight because I want to see how big of a test North Haven and how much they can come back coming off of losing some players, a couple players like Seamus, Meehan, and Noah Passar, two of their big offensive weapons. I want to see how they can come into this game, especially against a team like Shelton, who's number 5 in the state, well-respected, a possibly title contender. And I just want to continue to see the success grow of North Haven. And with this game so far, I've seen that North Haven is matching toe-to-toe with the Gales of Shelton right now. It's been, like I said, a world title fight for this so far first half.
So you just missed the penalty for North Haven. It was a 5-yard penalty right before Hooks was going to break free, it looked like. So they negate the 5-yard penalty there, or negate the run. It's now a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15. Handoff, and they get a couple yards there, but not much.
Not like previous runs where they've had chunks 15, 20 yards. Shelton maybe is starting to get the hang of that counter right now. They got to catch them off with more passing. I really want to see some more passing. North Haven's doing a great job so far of running it. But if they can just really catch them off guard with a little play action, get it over the top with the tight end, with the corner route, you never know. They're expecting the run every time. And as you can see, they're stacking the box. There's not a safety over the top at all, because they're expecting run. North Haven has to do a better job of capitalizing on that.
2nd and 12, and a flag on the play again. Let's see what the issue is on this one.
Delay of game.
Delay of game against North Haven. So that's a 5-yard penalty.
You
It's
can't be
2nd and
having
17.
that. You see you see the ref usually put his hand up when he's given the 5 mark. So for North Haven to see that, that's unacceptable. And Sags can't be happy right now. They're going backwards. North Haven wants to be going forward. And this is not the situation they want to be in currently right now.
2nd and 17. Hooks goes to the far side and goes nowhere quickly.
Yeah, North Haven, like I said, they have, in situations like this, when it's 2nd and long, history says North Haven's going to still run the ball. But that's where I think having Seamus Meehan out for the rest of the year and a Noah Pastor, even though he's their second string technically quarterback, to have Seamus Meehan out plays a huge factor for this Indians. They've done great so far without him, but tonight, when in situations like this, they're going to have to be able to stretch the field and pass the ball.
This is a passing down here, 3rd and 15. Justin White is dropped, and that's a sack there for Shelton. Last week they had 7 sacks against Massac, and there's their first tonight, coming from number 67, Philip Sisick.
They look like Eli dropping back and getting sacked like that. He had no time from the start. I mean, he looked like he was going to run. He was looking Brockmer. He looked at his first read. There was no time, though. Great job of Shelton getting the... I mean, this is what we said coming in. Shelton had 17 sacks coming to this game. There's number 18 now. They're going to get after the quarterback, and North Haven's going to have to find ways to maybe throw some screens, catch them off guard with some motion. They're going to have to do something different to get this team confused, because right now they're not falling for anything.
And the block, or the punt, doesn't even make it to the 30-yard line. It goes out of bounds just shy. And that is not how North Haven wanted that drive to go in any way, shape, or form.
No, not at all. Sagnella's got to be not that happy, but the defense has played well so far. They're standing their ground. This is a huge, huge opportunity for North Haven to come back. Their offense setting them back. The defense has played great. They got to try to contain Jake Roberts. Jake Roberts is going to do his thing. The kid has 900 yards coming into this game, total offense. You just got to try to contain him as best you can.
Shelton will start at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Short field here for the Gales as they are tied with North Haven at 7. Roberts fakes the handoff, pass is tipped in it. It's caught.
Caught.
That pass is caught. How is that caught?
Well, it's very simple.
What a play there.
It's very simple. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, a little tough break right there for North Haven. Great job almost, but a great play. A great awareness to come back for the ball and catch it. Looked like Julian Edelman in the Super Bowl. Well, they catch him with the fake run, as they've had great success so far throughout this first half.
He used his foot to keep that ball in his hands.
Great eye, Michael. That's a great eye. I mean, that's just a great job overall. A great job from the receiver to come back and make that play with his foot.
What a play there.
How rarely do you see that?
You don't see it much. That's why I asked, how did he catch that? It looked like it bounced off the ground.
Can you imagine if we had challenge in high school?
That's not enough evidence from where our camera angle was. 2nd and 8 from the 18-yard line. Shotgun formation. 4 wide receivers, 2 on the near side, 2 on the far side. Fakes the handoff. Has pressure. He gets around that pressure, around the edge. He's got the first down. What a play by Jake Roberts.
And that's, you know what? Great job by North Haven, just missing though. Looks like they run a little stunt. Or no, they just beat him off the line of scrimmage. But a great job of Jake Roberts and being able to run like he's been doing so far throughout the first 5 games, making plays with his legs. And a tough break once again for this Indians defense on this drive. That's 2 plays already that we're talking about.
1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Just over 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Roberts takes it himself up the middle. Still carrying it, and he's eventually dropped at the 2.
Don't be surprised if you see number 2 getting the ball again.
He already has 1 touchdown tonight,
Might
a
as well
4-yard run.
Keep going to him, right?
No huddle. North Haven has to do something. They're behind the line of scrimmage, and there's a timeout called.
Zach has to waste a timeout right now because of the confusion. But you got to give credit to Shelton with that. Tiring them out. They need a rest. And now North Haven has to waste a quick timeout.
Timeout, North Haven, 7-7. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
North Haven Funeral Home, 36 Washington Avenue, North Haven. Since 1953, the one source families rely on for caring, compassionate service. North Haven Funeral Home.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
HB Communications.
North Haven and Shelton tied at 7 with 3:54 to go in the second quarter. Shelton, 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Jake Roberts and the Gales in shotgun formation. Up the middle. Punches through, touchdown.
Did I say he was going to get the ball? I mean, you saw them running the A-gap blitz, but Jake Roberts went a different direction, and they went in for the end zone right there, but that's because of the short field as well. You got to think they had to start the ball at the 29-yard line. Tough break with the great catch, and then almost a missed sack. That's just a great drive from Shelton, even though it was a short drive, and it was at the 29-yard line. Still, North Haven, tough breaks. Let's see how they come back right before the half as well. Big drive coming up before the end of this half.
And here's the extra point kick from the lefty, and it is good. So with that, Shelton takes back the lead, 14-7. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
HB Communications, 60 Dodge Avenue, North Haven. Since 1946, specializing in audio-video solutions, including video conferencing, unified communications, digital signage, and more. HB Communications.
Subway, Universal Drive, North Haven. Locally owned and operated, featuring delicious subs, wraps, salads, and all of your catering needs. Subway, Universal Drive next to Home Depot in North Haven.
Second quarter, 3:51 to go. Jake Roberts punches in another touchdown to give the Gales a 7-point lead, and a nice kick there, end-over-end kick inside the 5-yard line. This one will be returned by Albert Hooks. Hooks Gets to the 20-yard line and is piled up there. So
when you have a great kicker like that, I mean, he had a touchback early on in the game. When you can have a great kicker that can boot it all the way to the goal line, that's a huge plus to have. Most coaches don't have a kicker like that. So for him to do that, almost get 2 touchbacks in this game, pretty impressive from a high school kicker. And that's huge for field position as well.
That's the kicker, Nick Andrade, for Shelton. Already has 2 extra points in the night and a touchback. 1st and 10 for North Haven from the 21. It's going to be up the middle. And they get about 4 yards on the carry.
I mean, they're going to have to pick up the pace right now just because they're coming down to the end of the second quarter. Running the football is nice. It might get you some positive yards, but they're going to have to be able to throw some passes right now. Try to open up the defense. The defense is waiting and expecting the run. That's why they're stacking the box and there's not a safety over the top.
2nd and 5. Augustine is behind center. And there's the snap to Hooks. Hooks gets it to the 27 or 28-yard line. Not much there.
His patience could have worked on that play because I think he decided too quickly right there. He came inside. There was really nothing there. There was stuff from the start. He should have waited for it. He continued like he's been doing. If he waits for his block. See, if he waits right there, that hole right there. There's a massive hole right there. If he waits just maybe another split second, we're talking about maybe a 20, 25-yard gain from Hooks as well.
3rd and 2. 2.5 minutes to go in the half. And they're not going to get the first down. They are short.
Yeah, Shelton's really starting to take advantage of this and the shift. The shift is not working right now. Shelton's starting to get the hang of it. It took a quarter for them to adjust, but now they're starting to get their groove defensively, and now they're starting to win the battle in the trenches. And you're starting to see with these couple drives, North Haven struggling. Now they got to go back and punt. And with 2 minutes left, that's plenty of time for Shelton to make this a 2-score game as well. So big drive coming up for the North Haven defense.
Both teams with 2 timeouts here as we are in the final 2 minutes of this half. And North Haven calls a timeout.
Maybe Sags,
that's their second timeout.
Maybe Sags is thinking a little bold right now. And he's probably thinking, should we take a chance? Do we run the ball? It's 4th and 1 right now. If I'm Shelton, I'm expecting a punt, but don't be surprised if North Haven tries to trick him with a little fake.
So the special teams coach is out there, Coach Wolkowitz. Sagnella also there as he just walks away. And special teams looks like they're going to stay.
I'd be surprised if he does anything crazy right now. I'm talking about just a run or even a fake. I'd be surprised. Sags probably expects to punt the ball, get his defense, make a stop, and go into half only down 7. It's been a great game so far, though, Michael, as we expected in the pregame. This has been a back-and-forth game. Shelton right now looks to have the edge defensively and offensively. But North Haven's right in there, and they're right there.
It'll be too late to do this, but maybe try the hard count to force an offsides.
You never know.
Might have been the right call there, but 4th and 1 with 1:57 to go in the half. North Haven will have to punt.
And they jumped. North Haven linemen jumped.
They jumped, so that means they're going to lose 5 yards on the play.
So who knows if that would have been a fake? We'll never know. North Haven's doing mental mistakes right now, little things that they can correct. False starts, delay of games. I haven't seen a delay of game in a high school game in a long time. I don't think I've ever seen it. It's very rare. So North Haven's just shooting themselves in the foot, special teams and offensively right now.
So they will punt again on 4th and 6 now. It's a high punt. This one went longer than the last one. And it takes a Shelton bounce and a North Haven roll. And it's going to be touched at the 47-yard line. So Shelton has 53 yards to go with 1:46 to go. Plenty of time to march down the field here with a couple quick passes.
Don't be surprised if Shelton takes a chance right now over the top throwing maybe, because you have seen them have some success with in between the dashes, the yard markers actually, I should be saying, seams, and they've been getting beat throughout the season with tight ends and receivers. So don't be surprised if Jake Roberts, he's got a strong arm, could be a play right here.
Roberts drops back off the helmet of Jack Carr. I don't think he was looking for that one.
Well, I like the play call. I think anytime you could run a screen play, especially with the way a defense has been playing so far for the first 23 minutes, catch them off guard with a screen, I love it. I'd love to see North Haven play more of that type of game. Throw the screens in there, incorporate them, catch them off guard. Luckily, Shelton gets an unfortunate head bounce.
2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line, and a flag down. It looks like it's on Shelton.
Penalties against the Gales.
So that's 5 yards in North Haven's favor. 2nd and 15 now.
No team's helping themselves right now. They're shooting themselves both in the foot with little penalties, false starts, delay of games. Hasn't been any major penalties, but it's the little things that could be corrected.
2nd and 15. Shelton with 2 timeouts, North Haven with 1 timeout with 1:41 to go in the half. Shelton leads 14-7. 3 wide receivers on the near side. Roberts fakes the pass, tries to run up the middle, and they clog the hole there. Great job by the Tribe's defensive line.
Well, that's right there, trying to run a quarterback draw. Actually, a timeout was just called by Shelton.
Shelton calls the timeout on 3rd and 15.
I mean, you can see right there. He's trying to catch him off guard. Thinking right there, you got 3 right. They're going to pass the ball, fake it, run the draw right there. But a great job of North Haven staying at home and waiting for Jake Roberts. So a good play overall from the Indians right now. It's a big 3rd down coming up, and Shelton could pass the ball. They've had success passing the ball early on in this game with North Haven. Let's see how North Haven plays coverage. Do they blitz? I haven't seen much aggressiveness from this Indian team. I want to see more. I want to see blitzes. That's what I think. They've had their most success defensively when they are bringing different types of blitzes, confusing the quarterback. You haven't really seen it much. They play soft coverage. Let's see if they do anything crazy and bring a type of blitz right now to get Jake Roberts into those different predicaments. And maybe, never know, he throws the ball, gets tipped in the air, get a pick. You never know. We've already seen a catch because of the toes. Kid caught the ball because of toes.
3rd and 13. 94 seconds to go in the half. Roberts drops back, looks to throw. Bombs it out in the air. He's got the man open. It's tipped away. What a play by Brockemer.
What a play. What a play by the senior captain, Devin Brockemer right now. That's a huge momentum swing. Right there, he hasn't beat. He hasn't beat. I mean, he's catching. If he throws this in stride, he throws it a little farther. We're talking about a touchdown right there. But Devin Brockemer did get beat, but great job of coming back for the ball and making a heck of an effort right there. Huge play for the Indians defense.
Barreto was the intended receiver, and Brockemer with a great play. He will return the punt here from Shelton.
Brockemer back to receive.
They only lost 5 seconds on the play. Low snap. The punt is able to get off here, and it's a short punt. Takes a Shelton bounce outside the 25-yard line. So 1:20 to go here. North Haven has 1 timeout left and 75 yards to go to tie this game up.
Maybe North Haven gets aggressive, or or North Haven. There's 2 options: you're either aggressive or you're conservative. We'll see from the first play of what the direction of this offense will go going into the half.
They have 1 timeout, and they will get the ball in the second half. So I would think they go conservative here, but you never know. They do have Justin White in the game along with Nick Dodge.
It looks. I think they're going to go with a run right now.
1st and 10. White hands it off, and it goes nowhere. Gain of maybe 1 on the play.
Yeah, they're starting to get more and more confidence in stopping this counter right now. North Haven tries to catch them off guard with the misdirection. It's not fooling anyone right now. They had their success early on in this game, but now Cheshire's getting the hang of it. They're getting their confidence built inside the defensive line right now. And the big guys in the middle right now, they're doing a heck of a job, and you're seeing that.
Under a minute to go on 2nd down and 9. North Haven trails by 7. Dodge stopped at the 30-yard line. The ball pops out before progress is already stopped. So it's going to be 3rd down with a little over 30 seconds. Maybe they get 1 more play off.
Yeah, the Indians look like they're just going to run the ball, go to the half, maybe take a knee after this play, and go down only 14-7. It's been a fun half so far. The Indians have had their positives, they've had the negatives, but so has Shelton. Shelton's had taken a lot of positives from this game, or this first half, but a lot of negatives as well. So it should be a fun second half, Michael.
Yes, it should. 10 seconds left on the clock. They're going to rush to get the ball snapped. They get it snapped. There is a handoff, and they go nowhere to end this first half. They may have even lost a yard there. That's going to end the first half there for this game. A battle of two 5-0 teams, and it has lived up to the hype so far. But Shelton currently with the lead, 14-7, Trevor.
It's been fun, Michael. I said in the pregame that this is going to be a 12-round world title fight. 60 minutes of SCC, back and forth action, running the football, offensive line, defensive line. It's going to be a back and forth game, and that's what you're seeing so far. Shelton has early on had some success. The first drive going right down and scoring in the end, but North Haven comes back and responds with a nice drive of themselves. But with the mistakes, a little delay of games, the false starts, and then with the short field, that's why Shelton is up 14-7 with the short field. But it's been a good one so far, Michael. And North Haven has their opportunities. It comes down to which team makes the second half adjustments.
North Haven starts the second half with the ball. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll be back with the second half. North Haven trailing 14-7. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Arnold's Jewelers, the North Haven Diamond Center, 117 Washington Avenue in North Haven. Decades of experience and a deep commitment to the North Haven community. Visit us today at thearnoldsjewelers.com.
North Haven Funeral Home, 36 Washington Avenue, North Haven. Since 1953, the one source families rely on for caring, compassionate service. North Haven Funeral Home.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
HB Communications, 60 Dodge Avenue, North Haven. Since 1946, specializing in audio-video solutions, including video conferencing, unified communications, digital signage, and more. HB Communications.
Subway, Universal Drive, North Haven. Locally owned and operated, featuring delicious subs, wraps, salads, and all of your catering needs. Subway, Universal Drive next to Home Depot in North Haven.
At the half, Shelton leads 14-7. Michael Valenti alongside Trevor Keys here at Mike Vanacore Field. It has been a back and forth battle. It's been a good one. It's been a good one. We started off with Jake Roberts running it in from 4 yards out to give Shelton the 7-0 lead. But then North Haven answered right back. They tied it up 7-7. And then Jake Roberts again giving the Shelton Gales a 14-7 lead here in the first half. Not really seeing big plays from either team. We did see a couple big passes from Jake Roberts and one big run for North Haven from Brockemer. But other than that, it's a pretty even in the trenches.
Well, you got to give credit to the defenses. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Both are great defenses. Both of these teams average about 30 come into the game. Don't know if that's going to happen with the way these defenses are playing so far. Jake the Snake Roberts, as we call him, is well advertised. He's everything that we thought he was going to be. Rushing for 500 yards, 300 yards. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns as well. North Haven has done a pretty decent job of containing him. He's got the 2 touchdowns. But to me, when I look at this game, they're down 14-7. You think, oh, they've got the chances. But as we know, North Haven, they're going to have to pass the football because they're trailing. They're not a team that likes to come from behind. They're a team that likes to have the lead because once they have the lead, they have the momentum. And that's what it comes down to. Can North Haven sustain some sort of passing game up in this first drive in the third quarter? This is going to, I mean, I know it's early, but this is the drive of the game coming up for the Indians.
Quick recap or quick thoughts on the second half here. What does North Haven have to do to get the lead, win this game, and go 6-0?
They have to contain, first of all, Jake the Snake Roberts. I mean, he's doing everything right now. Passing, rushing. You really haven't seen Jack Carr really into this game as well. They're not using him. They've been using number 2. And that's what they ride and die with. And that's what they've been doing so far. For North Haven, they got to pass the football. They got to establish some sort of passing game because right now, Shelton, like I was talking to my uncle at half, Shelton is getting the confidence in the trenches right now. You saw that from the previous drive, right before the end of the second half. They're gaining confidence, and North Haven's going to have to catch them off guard. They're stacking the box. They're stacking the box right now with no safety help. Catch them off guard with a play action. North Haven's got to pass the ball, and North Haven has to stop Jake the Snake Roberts. But Shelton, keep doing what you're doing, because it's working.
North Haven starts the second half with the ball. When we come back, it's the second half. Shelton leads 14-7. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
North Haven Funeral Home, 36 Washington Avenue, North Haven. Since 1953, the one source families rely on for caring, compassionate service. North Haven Funeral Home.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
HB Communications, 60 Dodge Avenue, North Haven. Since 1946, specializing in audio-video solutions, including video conferencing, unified communications, digital signage, and more. HB Communications.
Subway, Universal Drive, North Haven. Locally owned and operated, featuring delicious subs, wraps, salads, and all of your catering needs. Subway, Universal Drive next to Home Depot in North Haven.
We're about to start the second half of this game between the Shelton Gales and the North Haven Indians. Michael Valenti alongside Trevor Keys. Jake Roberts with 2 touchdowns for Shelton as they have the lead here. North Haven answered back with a touchdown from Corey Hooks.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Field position has been the key so far, Trevor.
In the first drive, like we said, they had the little 5-yard penalty on the kickoff, which everybody thinks, oh, it's not a big deal. It is a big deal, obviously. They started at the 37-yard line. Shelton marches right down the field, scores. North Haven, so far, when I've seen at the home games, they've been the team with the tougher field position, but they've been able to establish these long drives, running the football. And right here, this could be a huge stepping stone for the Indians going forward. Right here is this kickoff.
So here's the kick. It's muffed, but then picked up. Albert Hooks dodges one tackle, breaks another. He's got a block. He's got room to move. He gets to 30. It makes a lot of something out of nothing on that play. What a return there by Albert Hooks.
Well, sometimes when a guy drops the ball, if we remember, do you remember the Deshaun Jackson play in Giants?
Of course I do.
That's exactly what that was. They go over, they over pursue. And then you have all these open lanes happen. And that's where Albert Hooks, with the big play right there and field position. North Haven, great start right now at the 34-yard line. Just where North Haven wants to do. They come back to life, and they get the running game going. They're only down 7. Doesn't seem like it because of the way Shelton has been dominated the past couple drives, but right here, get back to what they do best, and that's run the football.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Augustine hands it off. Nice hold there. Dodge is broken free. Breaks a tackle and dives past midfield. First down. What a run there by Nick Dodge. Flags fly everywhere. We have some post-play altercations, and Sagnella has some words to say with the referee.
And Sags is PO'd at the ref, it looks like, just because they might be throwing it on the... I don't know who they're going to be throwing it on. I don't know if it's going to be offsetting on both 55 and 67 North Haven, but... Back to that play, that confused the heck out of me. I didn't know where that ball was. It was all over the place. I thought Augustine had the ball. And you see that's just a great job of handing the ball right there. There's 67 and 55. He comes down and blocks on him, and then 55 probably went back after him. And I like that Sags came out and got his teammate, get him off the field.
Yeah, ball, personal foul.
So one penalty on Shelton,
like said,
and the other one on North Haven. They offset. So it's a first down. They keep the play.
Down. It's still a first down. You can hear the crowd being a little anxious right now, a little upset over the call. But guess what? It happens. It's football. It's a game of emotions. But a good job right there by Sags to come in there, try to get his teammate, a guy that's a hothead like me before, and get him off the field so he doesn't hurt his team.
That was Joe Ranciato for North Haven and Jake Breton for Shelton with the penalties there. 1st and 10. Hooks gets the snap. And gets to the 42-yard line.
It's starting to get, I could just see it. I think North Haven's got a little spark on them right now. I think they're coming out and they're hungry, they're fiery right now. And you can see for the past 2 plays, even Devin Brockemer, hey, they're blocking till the end of the whistle. I mean, you can't punish him for that. He's just a little anxious, he's a little fiery right now. And guess what? That's what North Haven needs. They need a little oomph in their game right now. And I like what I've seen from the first 2 plays. They are not going to back down from this Gales defense. And that's exactly what they're doing for the first 2 plays right now.
2nd and 6 from the 42-yard line. Some movement up front, but no flag called. Brockemer gets the snap. Flag on the play now.
Looks like, yeah. And you can see it that they're running with purpose. There looks like it's going to be a face mask, so add another on that. Yeah, we can see it from the moon right now. That's how easy it was a call.
So that's going to be a huge penalty on Shelton.
And they're running with a purpose, Michael. The first 3 plays have all been some kind of, yeah, it's easy. He's grabbing. That's an easy call right there.
Right there's the face mask there by Jake Carr. And that's going to add 15 yards to the already 12-yard run by Brockemer.
This is a great sign for the Indians right now. I'm loving what I'm seeing right now from these first 3 plays. There's fire. There's like a chip on their shoulder right now, you know? They got something to prove to the state of Connecticut and to themselves as well. And right now, from 3 plays, they've done a heck of a job right now of establishing that run game and taking control and taking it to the Shelton Gales.
1st and 10, Brockemer, direct snap, trying to get around the edge. And he's going to be stopped there. A great play by Jake Carr setting up that play for everybody else on that one, Trevor.
And just when I thought North Haven comes back, Shelton comes back with a punch of their own. And this is a heck of a play right there. He should have come back inside. It was a little too late. By the time there, the big guy's there for the big tackle right there. And a loss. And North Haven sets themselves back for 2nd and 13.
So it's a 3-yard loss. Tackle made by Michael Lakovich.
Michael Lakovich, heck of a play right there, coming in and helping the team. That's maybe what sparks the Shelton Gales.
2nd and 13 from the 22. Snap. Looking to throw. The pass is complete. He's got down the sideline. Touchdown, North Haven.
What a play, Michael.
White to Noah Pirelli.
What a play. What a play right there. You catch him off guard. What did I say at the second half adjustment? Catch him off guard. They've been stacking the box throughout this entire game. And guess what? Look at that. Fake the block, leave him wide open, and that was easy. The rest is history. Heck of a play call by Sagnellas. Great execution from the Indians on this drive, and that's what the North Haven Indians team as a whole needed to respond coming into the second half. And that's what they did.
DiCarlo needs to hit the extra point to tie it. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and we are tied.
That's a heck of a drive,
14.
Michael. That's exactly what they need.
So at 9:51 to go in the third, we are tied at 14. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Subway, Universal Drive, North Haven. Locally owned and operated, featuring delicious subs, wraps, salads, and all of your catering needs. Subway, Universal Drive next to Home Depot in North Haven.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
HB Communications, 60 Dodge Avenue, North Haven. Since 1946, specializing in audio-video solutions, including video conferencing, unified communications, digital signage, and more. HB Communications.
Arnold's Jeweler.
9:51 to go. We are tied at 14. Michael Valenti alongside Trevor Keys. What a play there.
Give me a helmet, Michael. I want to play right now. That's exactly what I want to see. That gives me goosebumps. That gets me into this game and gets me fiery right now. I want to be playing right now.
DiCarlo, end over end. This one will be received by number 45. Mekhi Barnes breaks around. And some extracurricular activity again away from the play.
They didn't see the blatant block in the back right there? I mean, it could have, for goodness sake, that was an easy call, and they're not calling that?
Let's take a look at that touchdown play again.
I've been saying
North Haven.
I've been saying it. The North Haven Indians have to catch them off guard. They're playing with some safety help. But look at that. Disguising the block, faking it. And the rest is history. What a call by Sagnella. What a call and execution right there for that North Haven Indians team. Talk about a spark. Let's see how the defense comes back.
1st and 10 as Shelton tries to retaliate here. 9:43 to go. Handoff. Hit made. Bullet! Ball's not on the ground, but
You're getting me really
progress
excited.
stopped. It looked like the ball was about to pop out of Jake Carr's hand. They were trying to strip it there.
Michael, you're giving me goosebumps. I keep thinking North Haven's going to get the ball back right there. North Haven's just playing with a purpose right now, it seems like.
This game got very physical very quickly.
Well, right from the first play, you had the 2 penalties, the offsetting penalties, unnecessary roughness. And guess what? This is a different North Haven team that I've seen from previous games. You know what? I love it. I love what I'm seeing from the Indians.
2nd down and 7. 3-yard gain by Carr. Roberts fakes the handoff. Quick pass is complete. And they have the first down after the momentum carries them over.
Well, you saw they were going to look like they were bringing an edge blitz right there, as you can see. And he read the blitz right there. If you see right there, he read that. That's exactly where he was going. Where the blitzer was, that's where he was going. So he read the blitz perfectly. And another short play. That's what they've been doing throughout this game. They're not going to beat you over the top. North Haven's not letting anything behind them. They're going to let with the little short intermediate routes, and it's doing well so far for both Shelton and the Indians.
1st and 10. Quick screen pass is complete. They get just shy of the 50-yard line there. And slowly getting up after getting hit there, number 24, Brian Burrito. And a timeout is going to be called, an official timeout there, so we'll take a timeout. Oh, an injury as well, North Haven. That is Corey Hooks. We'll take a quick break here. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
HB Communications, 60 Dodge Avenue, North Haven. Since 1946, specializing in audio-video solutions, including video conferencing, unified communications, digital signage, and more. HB Communications.
Subway, Universal Drive, North Haven. Locally owned and operated, featuring delicious subs, wraps, salads, and all of your catering needs. Subway, Universal Drive next to Home Depot in North Haven.
Arnold's Jewelers, the North Haven Diamond Center, 117 Washington Avenue in North Haven. Decades of experience and a deep commitment to the North Haven community. Visit us today at thearnoldsjewelers.com.
North Haven Funeral Home, 36 Washington Avenue, North Haven. Since 1953, the one source families rely on for caring, compassionate service. North Haven Funeral Home.
So Corey Hooks is able to walk off the field, but it's going to be with the help of the athletic trainers there, and it looks like it's
And one of the coaches.
a left leg injury, it looks like, as he's slowly limping off the field.
That's a big loss. Hopefully he could come back, and he's a big part of this defense, and that's what the North Haven Indians are going to need him as well.
So Shelton quickly to the line there as Hooks is off the field now, and we resume play. 2nd and 5. Roberts in shotgun formation. Quick pass, complete. No, it's on the ground. They're going to call it incomplete.
I mean, if he catches that, we're talking about a possible first down for Shelton right there. Missed opportunity for Shelton. North Haven catches a huge break. You're seeing more screenplays right now. Right there, look. Oh, if he catches that, Michael, we're talking about 10 yards
He has
right
the
there.
block.
Oh, he has the blocking right there. He just got to catch it with his hands. Probably looking downfield before having the ball in his hands.
3rd and 5. Over 8 minutes to go. Tied at 14. Roberts drops back. Pass is incomplete.
They had him again. They had the catch again. That's 2 straight drops for the Shelton Gales right there. And we're talking about 2 first downs as well. And look right there, the linebacker's looking in the backfield still. That's a missed opportunity for Shelton. They had the first down. 2 straight first downs for Shelton, and they're shooting themselves in the foot so far in this third quarter.
North Haven will get the ball here after the punt. Back deep is Devin Brockemer. 8:07 to go. Good snap this time. The punt is a line drive punt, and Brockemer muffs it, and he's hit as soon as he gets contact with the ball.
And he is down.
That's the second time a kick or punt has been mishandled tonight by North Haven.
Maybe the ball's getting a little wet. It's starting to get colder. Ground, maybe some dew on the ground that's getting the ball wet. And you're starting to see some of these receivers. Past 2 plays, Shelton drops the ball, and then Brockemer almost drops the muff punt. Luckily, he gets the ball back, and now the Indians could go back to work. Let's see how Shelton. Now, Shelton really hasn't dealt with any adversity. How do they deal with this tie 14-14 right now? North Haven catches them off with the nice trick play. Maybe they go back to some more passing.
So the last drive the Indians had, they scored on a Justin White to Noah Pirelli touchdown. They start this drive from the 16-yard line, 1st and 10. There's a snap. Going to the near side, that is Brockemer breaking 1 tackle, trying to break another, and he is not having the best of games as the flag is on the play. Let's see what the flag is for, but it could be a face mask here.
This could be another big break for the Indians if it's a face mask.
It's a Shelton face mask, the second one in as many drives.
So North Haven right now catching some big breaks from Shelton's missed opportunities and mistakes so far. Usually Shelton is capitalizing on this, and North Haven, well, now they got to capitalize on these missed opportunities by the Gales. I'd like to see another, maybe catch them off guard with a little play action pass. You know, it worked the first time. Who says it can't work the second? I want to see more of the passing. They can really get a passing game established. Man, this team could be dangerous going forward.
There's a handoff, and he runs right into the defender. And I think he was trying to lateral, but forward progress had stopped. Dodge with the run there for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, you're starting to see Shelton right now just really taking it to the North Haven offensive line when it comes to the A-gap. They're just taking it to him, and North Haven has no answer right now. You see the counters haven't had success recently. You're starting to see 5 holes, as they call them. Basic dive plays. It's not working right now.
Corey Hooks is being treated right now. It looks like it was a right ankle that they're looking at right now, as it's 3rd and 5 as Dodge trying to get around the edge.
Well, that's a positive yard right there. It's 3rd and about 2, 3rd and 1 right there. So, hey, 4 yards, they'll take it. They'll take advantage of that. That's what North Haven wants. It's 3rd and 1.
All right, so it was 2nd down on that play.
Because of the penalty.
Because of the penalty. So 3rd down, 3rd and short. This might be the biggest yard of the entire game right now.
Well, this is a huge play for both teams. I mean, this is a long game, but a huge point in this game, like you said.
3rd and 1 from the 26. Direct snap. He's got the 1st down. So North Haven able to move the chains on 3rd and 1.
And North Haven picks up a 1st down.
And if North Haven can get those 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 yards, guess what? Sagnelli will take that, because that's all he wants. He wants positive yards. If you could keep moving forward with the ball, that's all he'll be happy with that at the end of the day. And the North Haven offensive line, you got to be patting yourselves on the back so far. You've been doing a heck of a job so far through these first 3 quarters. So just, hey, keep it up. It's been a fun one to watch.
1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Direct snap up the middle again. 35. Gets to the 40-yard line. That's a nice run by Nick Dodge.
And now it's time for North Haven to tire out this defense of Shelton. Continue the wear and tear. Continue to get back to what you do best, and probably the best in the state, which is run the football, control the clock, keep this offense of Shelton off the field, and do your thing.
Direct snap again. Dodge. He broke free. 45, 40, 35, 30, 25. And he gets stopped right there. Diving at the last effort was David Yakovic. If he doesn't get him, it's a touchdown for Nick Dodge.
Hey, but you got to be happy with what we're seeing right now from this North Haven line and this North Haven offense. Catching them with the pass early on in the first drive, and now with the huge run. Nick Dodge, I'm telling you, man, I know Devin Brockerver has been maybe the alpha, but Nick Dodge is right there for alpha 1A, 1B. They've been doing a heck of a job, these two players.
Nick Dodge gets the carry again. Get a couple yards there as they move the chains. 2nd down and 8. Five minutes to go in the third quarter. North Haven just getting a big run from Nick Dodge, and they're threatening to take their first lead of the game. Both teams coming in here 5-0. 2nd and 8. Dodge, the lone back behind center. Timeout is called by North Haven.
Could that come back to bite them in the end? Well, time will tell with that.
Timeout called by North Haven. We'll take a timeout here too. Tied at 14. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Arnold's Jewelers, the North Haven Diamond Center, 117 Washington Avenue in North Haven. Decades of experience and a deep commitment to the North Haven community. Visit us today at thearnoldsjewelers.com.
North Haven Funeral Home, 36 Washington Avenue, North Haven. Since 1953, the one source families rely on for caring, compassionate service. North Haven Funeral Home.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
HB.
Tied at 14 here in the third quarter. North Haven coming out of the timeout.
Good crowd tonight, Michael. I was looking at when we went to half. It's just been just a great crowd.
2nd and 8 from the 14-yard line. Dodge hands it off to Brockermer. Brockermer trying to get around the edge. Does he have it? Yes, he does. To the 10. Diving for the first down marker. He's just short.
And that's just a battle of speed right there. Who was going to make the play right there? Great play. Nothing with the inside right there. So Devin Brockermer having the quick awareness and the vision right there to bounce it outside, follow his block, and get a much-needed big chunk of yards to make it a now manageable 3rd and 1.
Another 3rd down and 1. They already converted on 1 earlier in this drive.
And they've done a pretty good job tonight with the 3rd down conversions. I think that's a huge part of this game is 3rd down conversions. Both teams have done pretty well, but North Haven's just done a better job so far in this second half.
Dodge trying to bump through, spins. Let's see where they mark it. It's going to be close.
Looks like he's right on the marker, Michael. I think it's going to be it looks close. They said 4th down.
They are already marking it 4th down.
I'm surprised they're not even looking for a measurement. They're not even.
No measurement. Now, 3:30 to go in the third quarter. DiCarlo does have the leg.
Nope, run the football.
You're going for it.
I'm not even thinking about special teams right now. I'm thinking giving me the ball. If I'm Brockermer or Hooks.
Hooks is in the game,
and
so he's back
maybe
from his injury.
Maybe Augustine. Don't be surprised if Max Augustine is the guy with the ball right now in his hands.
Snap goes to Augustine. Pummels through. He's got the first down.
What did I say? Just give the big boy the ball. And that's what Noah Pastor would be doing. So Max Augustine is in place for him. And look at that. Basic, follow his blocks. And that's just who wants it more. Shelton or North Haven. And North Haven wins that battle. A big 3rd down conversion once again for the North Haven Indians.
And a timeout. An injury timeout. That's Hooks again.
Hooks again. I think he's cramping now. I think it's just the case of the cramps.
We'll take another timeout here. 3:11 to go. Tied at 14. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
North Haven Funeral Home, 36 Washington Avenue, North Haven. Since 1953, the one source families rely on for caring, compassionate service. North Haven Funeral Home.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
HB Communications, 60 Dodge Avenue, North Haven. Since 1946, specializing in audio-video solutions, including video conferencing, unified communications, digital signage, and more. HB Communications.
Subway, Universal Drive, North Haven. Locally owned and operated, featuring delicious subs, wraps, salads, and all of your catering needs. Subway, Universal Drive next to Home Depot in North Haven.
Arnold's Jewelers.
.311 to go, tied at 14. They are still attending the injured Corey Hooks, who already left this game once with an injury, and it looks like they are working on the same leg that he left earlier in the quarter on that same leg.
I thought it was cramping, but maybe it's more serious. I don't know. I thought this is the second time he's gone down. So when you think that, you think, and the way they're stretching him right now, it's got to be cramps. Trust me, cramps are painful. Have you ever had a cramp? Not in your stomach. I'm talking about like in leg. Well, usually people get that's like the original.
I mean,
usual.
I've had Charlie horses, but that's about it.
Have you never had a cramp in like your leg or anything?
No.
It's not fun. It's not fun. It's painful.
He's limping off again.
I think it's a case of the cramps, and you got to get him some water.
I think at this point you might have to say goodnight for Corey Hooks.
Why?
This is the second time coming off the field. You have to make sure he's 100% to come back into this game.
100%, but I think with the way he's walking, I don't think it's anything serious. I think it's just a case of the cramps. So a big loss for the Indians right now, but guess what? Next man up. As Bill Belichick says, it's the next man up.
1st and 10 from the 5, or 1st and goal from the 5. Dodge is dropped behind the line. He's behind the 10-yard line, so they lose 5 yards on the play.
I mean, that's just a heck of a job from the Shelton line defense. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. 3 guys. There's about 5 guys that, even if Dodge gets by that first wave of players, there's another 3 or 4 players right there. So Shelton, wow. Just a huge play for the Shelton defense, setting back the Indians past the 10-yard line right now. So North Haven, what do? It's a big 2nd and 10. They catch him off guard with some passing. I'd like to see Nick Dodge try to throw the ball.
2nd and goal from the 10. Dodge, direct snap, has the hole but can't get through. He spins and gets past the original line of game.
Michael, I'm telling you this right now. This is 2-down territory. It's at the 5-yard line. No matter what happens here, this is 2-down territory. The Indians are going to go for it if they do not convert on this 3rd down conversion. And you see right there, just a little too late right there. And I'm telling you, grass field, yes, that's a big advantage for the Indians when they play their opponents, but sometimes it backfires as well because you can't make those cuts right from with turf. It'd be a lot different.
3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. Justin White trying to find his receiver. He throws it. No receiver near him. So DeCarlo is going to come out to kick the field goal with 1:45 to go in the 3rd.
Now, in a situation like that, I would have run the ball again. I think Shelton, other than that big play in this drive, they really haven't had great success of stopping this rushing attack of the North Haven Indians. I would have rushed the ball. I would have ran the ball right there with Dodge, Brockemer, or Hooks, or Christian, or Albert Hooks.
Albert Hooks. Corey Hooks is the one that's being injured right now. So
he made a 38-yard field goal last week.
DeCarlo from 22. The kick is up. The kick is good. And we have the first lead of the night for the Indians with 1:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. North Haven leads 17-14. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Subway, Universal Drive, North Haven. Locally owned and operated, featuring delicious subs, wraps, salads, and all of your catering needs. Subway, Universal Drive next to Home Depot in North Haven.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
HB Communications, 60 Dodge Avenue, North Haven. Since 1946, specializing in audio-video solutions, including video conferencing, unified communications, digital signage, and more. HB Communications.
North Haven has the lead 17-14 after the 22-yard field goal from Chase DiCarlo. North Haven has their first lead of the night with that field goal.
He's been money this year. He hit a big field goal last week, and guess what? It's another big one for the Indians, and now takes the lead. Shelton down 17-14. See what they do on offense.
That's a short kick that will be returned. Flag on the play as the receiver breaks free, but this one's going to come back for a illegal block in the back, and that one was an obvious block.
Well, a tough break for Shelton right there, but hey, another lucky break from the Indians right there. They had some great field position right there. If nothing happens. But now we get to see Shelton down 17-14. How do they deal with this adversity late in the game? 1:34 going into the third quarter right now. Shelton has not trailed for much, if any, this year. So this is a rare occasion for them.
Shelton also has a kicker in Nick Andrade that could tie this game up.
He could probably hit it from like 50. Remember, he's the one from touchbacks. These kids got a leg and a half.
So they don't necessarily, they're not forced to score touchdowns like many high school teams are. They have a kicker they can trust too.
And watch the screens right now.
1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Handoff. Breaks a tackle, breaks free, gets to the safeties, runs right through them, and it's dropped right there at the 47-yard line. What a rush there by Jack Carr.
Michael, if you saw that, look at from the start. I mean, right there. They got a bunch in the backfield. That's just a great second effort. I don't know what happened right there. They just let the guy go. Didn't know who had the ball, but Jack Carr, haven't really called his name that much tonight, but a heck of a run and a great play by Devin Brockenberg to make a touchdown saving tackle.
36-yard run from Carr. 1st down. Another handoff. And this one crosses midfield. And another Indian is down, but
I think he's cramping too. I'm telling you. I think there's cramps. I think people are cramping tonight. I mean,
under a minute to go here in the third quarter, North Haven with their first lead of the night after a field goal from Chase DiCarlo.
But this looks like Shelton of the first drive of the game. Just really maintaining that rushing attack and continuing to ground and pound. And it starts with Jack Carr with a big, big run early on in this drive.
Roberts breaks through. He's got the first down.
He picks up a Gale's first down.
And slithers his way to a first down for Shelton.
North Haven almost needs to get to the fourth quarter right now to regroup, because it looks like Shelton is starting to gain that confidence once again. They haven't had much success in this quarter. North Haven is taking control. Time of possession has to be way in favor of North Haven. But right now, Shelton getting positive after positive after positive yards right now, and this is what they want to do, get back to this balanced attack, where now they can catch them off with some maybe screens.
Handoff up the middle. Shelton is going to try to win this one between the tackles. We have 12 minutes to go in this game, and North Haven leads 17-14. And another player is down.
Cramping. It's cramping again. I'm telling you.
Here's something here.
Oh, that's a very nice player right there. Oh, that's Jake the Snake Roberts.
That's Jake Roberts.
Look at what a great teammate. That's a nice guy.
Jake Roberts is helping out the Indian player on the field. What's that?
You don't usually see that.
No, you don't see that. Especially from Jake Roberts. And I don't mean that Jake Roberts. I mean the other Jake Roberts.
Great sportsmanship from Jake Roberts. That's nice. Shout out to him. That's nice. But I'm telling you, cramping. That's the fourth. Almost you saw the previous play. You're seeing it again. Cramping is starting to affect the Indians right now. Get on the water, Jugs, right now. Start drinking water.
So with that, we will take a break and head to the fourth quarter. North Haven leads 17-14. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
HB Communications, 60 Dodge Avenue, North Haven. Since 1946, specializing in audio-video solutions, including video conferencing, unified communications, digital signage, and more. HB Communications.
Subway, Universal Drive, North Haven. Locally owned and operated, featuring delicious subs, wraps, salads, and all of your catering needs. Subway, Universal Drive next to Home Depot in North Haven.
Arnold's Jewelers, the North Haven Diamond Center, 117 Washington Avenue in North Haven. Decades of experience and a deep commitment to the North Haven community. Visit us today at thearnoldsjewelers.com.
North Haven Funeral Home, 36 Washington Avenue, North Haven. Since 1953, the one source families rely on for caring, compassionate service. North Haven Funeral Home.
So the North Haven player that is coming off the field now is Noah Pirelli.
Those are
Earlier-
big-time players for the Indians, too.
Just before that, Vincent De Palma, the defensive captain, was off the field due to injury, and Corey Hooks has already come off the field twice due to these all similar injuries. It looks like they're just lower leg cramps.
Better get on that water, Michael. Where's the water boy? Where's Bobby Boucher?
In Louisiana somewhere.
We should call him.
So it's going to be 2nd and 9 from the 36-yard line. Fourth quarter starts right now. Both teams entering this game 5-0. North Haven 12 minutes away from winning if the score stands. Roberts, play action, has the man beat deep. And the pass is, they're fighting for it. It's a catch. What a catch by number 8, Dave Yakowicz. He is down at the 1-yard line.
Wow.
What a catch. Let's see that one again.
We should send that to ESPN. What a catch right here. Look at this. Trusting his receiver, too. To go with that, you have the safety over the top, too. To just throw that up and have faith in your receiver and trust him. What a play and what a catch.
There's the drive from Jake. Dives, touchdown. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Jake Roberts gives Shelton the lead back.
And that was and that's the thing that North Haven did not want to see. A drive like that. Starts off with Jack Card, big 36-yard run, and then a play like that. Talk about a catch. And talk about having trust in your receiver to go up and make the play. And then right there, Jake the Snake, once again, getting into the end zone for 3 touchdowns.
And the height that he got to jump over the pile for that touchdown.
Very impressive with drive from the Shelton Gales so far.
Andrade, the extra point is good. Shelton takes back the lead, 21-17. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Arnold's Jewelers, the North Haven Diamond Center, 117 Washington Avenue in North Haven. Decades of experience and a deep commitment to the North Haven community. Visit us today at thearnoldsjewelers.com.
North Haven Funeral Home, 36 Washington Avenue, North Haven. Since 1953, the one source families rely on for caring, compassionate service. North Haven Funeral Home.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
HB Communication.
89 yards in 6 plays, and Shelton has the lead back, 21-17 on the 2nd play of the 4th quarter. Albert Hooks finds a hole. He breaks a tackle. Gets around the 40, he's still going, and is dropped to the 44-yard line.
They didn't throw no face mask? I thought I saw a clear-cut face mask, and you can see Sags is getting PO'd right now. I don't think these referees. Come on, I mean this is blatant right there. That's just blatant, and you're not calling it. But this field position, North Haven's really starting to get more and more success with the field position, and you know what? That's a good thing for this Indians team. Get right back to basics and running the football, and see if Shelton has any answers for this Indian offense.
1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Great return by Albert Hooks. Pass is complete to Nick Dodge. 45, 40, 35, 30. Tries to break through. He gets to the 20-yard line. What a play by Nick Dodge. First down Indians.
I love the play call. I've been saying it. I said it at halftime. throw the ball, catch him off guard, and that's what he does. He runs a basic little swing route and dodges open in the flat. Easy play. That's just a great call by Sags right now. I love it. I love what I'm seeing from the Indians. Expanding the playbook right there, catching them off guard because you're thinking, oh, they're going to run the football. But Sags comes back with a big answer after the big drive by Shelton. What a play. What a game right now. This is such a fun game to be watching.
1st and 10 from the 20. Direct snap. Nick Dodge finds a hole. Gets to the 11-yard line, just short of the first down marker.
Michael, give me a helmet and shoulder pads. I want to be playing right now. I want to be blocking. I'll block for Nick Dodge. I don't care. I want to be playing right now. This is just a fun game to be watching and to be a part of. And Nick Dodge, man, this Dodge family, the Montana family, the Dodge family, these guys are impressive. Just have been so impressive and just good football players. And you know what? It's showing tonight again in the Indians the plethora of talent that they have that comes through the youth program to come to now high school to see where they have been, stars, and that's what they are, and they're playing like it right now in the big moments.
2nd and 1. Brockemer inside the 5. And he is short. It's a 1st and goal for North Haven. We have a flag on the play as well.
It must have been a late flag. I didn't see anything, but North Haven's really churning it out. Look at this. They're just having fun right now. They're doing what they do best. And Shelton has no answer. That's a very, very late flag. I don't know what.
Personal foul against Shelton. So it's 1st and goal. It really doesn't do much for the yardage, except maybe give 1 more yard for North Haven.
Half the distance to the goal right now, probably.
Which is a yard. Because I believe Brockemer was down at the 2, so it gets it to the 1.
Any yard's important in a game like this. I know it's a yard, but any yard is important in a game like this.
Augustine and Brockemer. Augustine gets the carry. Gets through. Touchdown, North Haven.
What a statement to come back right there. The Indians, the Shelton Gales go down 6 plays, 89 yards, and guess what? You know what the Indians do? Guess what? Anything you can do, I'll do better. And that's what the North Haven Indians do. Great play call by Coach Tony Sagnella, and great execution once again. The 2 touchdown drives that I've seen in this half so far, great execution, great response, and just a heck of a game, Michael, right now.
Chase DiCarlo will try to make this a 3-point game. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and we have a 3-point lead again for North Haven.
What a game, Michael. I can't state it enough.
Like Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali, the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox, we are seeing a good one here between Shelton and North Haven.
It's like
24.
Jake the Snake versus Randy Macho Man Savage.
24-21 with 10:14 to go. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
North Haven Funeral Home. 36 Washington Avenue, North Haven. Since 1953, the one source families rely on for caring, compassionate service. North Haven Funeral Home.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
HB Communications, 60 Dodge Avenue, North Haven. Since 1946, specializing in audio-video solutions, including video conferencing, unified communications, digital signage, and more. HB Communications.
Subway, Universal Drive, North Haven. Locally owned and operated, featuring delicious subs, wraps, salads, and all of it.
And the kick is returned. 30, 35, 40. He's on the sideline, pushed out of bounds at the 42-yard line. So
you corrected me. You corrected me during the break. Okay. So what I meant by Randy Savage, take that out and throw it out the window. I meant to say Rick Martel.
Rick Martel
and Jake the Snake Roberts. That's what this fight has been. It's been back and forth. Like you said, Yankees, Red Sox. This is just like the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. It's just a bloodbath of going back and forth. Good defenses, big plays, great players in this involved, great coaching. And you know what? I'm lucky to be a part of a game like this. It's been a heck of a game so far, Michael.
10:06 to go in the game.
Now, how does Shelton come back after this?
Again, Shelton does have Nick Andrade that can kick field goals.
They ain't thinking about field goals. They're thinking about scoring touchdowns and going back and forth. That's what I think he's changing the football right now.
Make sure it's inflated.
Really? Really? I really got to say that? Come on.
I know, I'm only kidding.
No, you weren't. Maybe he put his venom into the ball. Jake the Snake. Yeah. Where's your thing? No, nothing?
What?
You don't got no Jake the Snake references? No?
I do, they're coming.
What are we waiting for? Like
I had a
12
couple
o'clock?
in there.
You only had like 2. We need more.
1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
It's been a battle of field position. Both teams have had great field position in this half. And it's seeing both teams have been going back and forth. But it's going to come down to who has the ball last. That's exactly what is going to happen.
Hand off up the middle, and the line is clogged up. Maybe a 1-yard carry by Carr there.
And you know what's changing this game right now? You're seeing both teams maybe get out of their comfort zone, throwing the football. You've seen the 2 big plays from the Indians, the touchdown to Martell. And then you see as well with Nick Dodge. You're seeing things that they don't want to usually do. They want to run the football, and that's what Shelton's going to have to do now as well.
2nd and 9. Fake the handoff. Open receiver. Catch is made, and they cross midfield there. That was Yakovic's here.
Close to a first down.
First down. Or just short for the first down.
That's just a good throw by Jake Roberts. I mean, he's been doing that all night with the little out routes. Looks like they're going to have a measurement as well.
They're going to take a look at this.
I mean, you're saying they're playing this off coverage as well. It's going to be the slot receiver. And nobody's covering him. I mean, right there, they have safety help over the top. Devin Brockham should be coming over in that flat area right there, but he was a little too late, and that's why you saw Jake Roberts get it over to his receiver for a possible first down.
Let's see where the measurement comes in.
I think it looks like it was very close. It was very close from the start. I don't know. It's going to either be maybe an inch short or it's going to be a first down.
Our camera right on the ball. Great job there by camera crew here.
Great job
at North Haven TV. And well short of the marker. About a half a yard there.
I don't know if they're trying to see if the ball's is going to get any closer to the marker, but it's not a first down. It is it's third down now. It's third and 1.
3rd and inches.
Watch the quarterback keeper right now. You're maybe expecting Jack Carr getting the ball.
Roberts has 3 touchdowns already, all within 5 yards. So short distance is not a problem for number 2 and also Jack Carr.
But
5'11", 168 back. Roberts takes it. He's got the first down, dives through to the 44-yard line.
Like I said, give the ball to your playmaker, your best player, and let him do the rest. And that's what it was. It's a 3rd and short. They're going to run a basic power run, quarterback power, and he's going to get the first down. It wasn't much. Jake Roberts has had great success with this short yardage play tonight with his 3 touchdowns coming within 5 yards, like you just stated as well, right, Michael?
Yes.
All of his touchdowns have been within 5 yards.
Within 5 yards. His first one was 4 yards, his second one 2, and his last one 1.
Wow.
Carr gets a handoff here, up the middle, powering through. He's got a first down, and about 3 Indians had to take him down on that play.
And I think that's been the messing weapon right now. I mean, you really haven't seen Jack Carr incorporated in this offense. Now you're starting to see him, and I'm surprised they haven't given him the ball more throughout this game. I mean, this past couple runs have been huge. Power runs as well. Keep feeding him the ball. North Haven hasn't been able to control him. So why stop? I'm surprised they haven't used him more in the game tonight. Now you're starting to see it late in the game.
1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Roberts takes it himself. Again, between the tackles, carrying a couple Indians over. And forward progress is stopped just past the 30-yard line.
Yeah, right now it looks like North Haven's getting tired. You can see they're bringing in substitutes. And that's what Shelton's going to do. Both of these teams are doing their absolute best to tire out these defenses.
And just an update on the players that left the game in the 3rd quarter. Noah Pirelli is in the game. Corey Hooks is in the game, who left earlier due to cramps in the legs. And the pass is dropped, nearly intercepted by Noah Pirelli.
Threading the needle. That was threading it in tight coverage right there. Look at the window right here. He gets that off very quickly, just missed it. And another drop, though. That's 3 drops that we've seen from these receivers of Shelton. Jake Roberts is delivering the ball. He's getting it to his weapons. It's just his weapons have to catch the ball
This
for
is
him.
a big third down here where the crowd needs to start getting rowdy. 3rd and 3 from the 28-yard line. Shotgun formation. Carr up the middle. He's got the first down.
I'm hearing some people say trick play. No, just give the ball to the guy that's had the most success so far on this North Haven team, or Shelton team, against North Haven, and that's Jack Carr. He's been getting positive yards after positive yards, and he should be their workhorse right now. And this is just a weapon that they haven't really put into the offense tonight. So if Shelton can get more of Jack Carr involved in this game, North Haven's going to have a trouble with this next 7 minutes going forward.
24-21, North Haven leads. Roberts fakes the handoff. Pass is complete. Ferrigno's got the first down. He's got a touchdown.
For a Shelton touchdown.
Ferrigno has given Shelton back the lead.
And it's been very similar, the same plays. They're faking the read. If you see right here, and watch the linebackers. Again, they fall for the fake. Easy slant route right there. Safety has to come over. Doesn't make the play. That was an easy call. It's been happening throughout this night. The linebackers have had trouble throughout the season of keeping their eyes in the backfield when they should be focusing. Can't lay anything behind you. And that's what's happening right there. And Jake Roberts, I mean, he's been doing it all night. Just another huge play and why he has done so much for the Shelton offense this year.
The extra point is good from Nick Andrade. Jake Roberts has all 4 touchdowns tonight. Oh, we have a flag on the play. And it's running into the kicker against North Haven. So the question will be whether to assess it on the extra point or on the kickoff.
What are we going to see now from North Haven? I mean, this has been literally the ultimate definition of a good old Slobberknocker.
Yes.
Back and forth action. It's been fun. You've seen big plays. You've seen tough plays. You've seen great calls. You've seen everything you wanted. You've seen touchdowns. You've seen points. You've seen excitement. You've seen the ups, the downs. Everything you want in a game is happening right here at Mike Vandercourt Field, and we're getting able to witness this.
Shelton will assess that from the kickoff, so they will kick from the 45-yard line instead of the 40. 7:09 to go in this game. The Gales lead the Indians 28-24. Michael Valenti alongside Trevor Keys for this back and forth battle between two 5-0 teams that at the half, Shelton led 14-7.
It's been fun. It's been good. And boy, man, do I love SEC football. There's nothing better in the state of Connecticut. SEC football, 2 top-notch programs, 2 at the top right now. You got the number 5 team in the state, the number 11 team in the state, and they're showing why this was ultimately a top 10 showdown right now.
Squib kick, high bounce, will be returned. And it gets to about the 25-yard line. That's about it.
Fielded by the Indians. And
7:03 to go.
Now, there's no panic. There's plenty of time for North Haven. But what do they establish right here? What are they going to do? Are they going to try to catch them off guard once again? Do they got a little trick up their sleeve right now? It all comes down to the first play is always an important play going forward of this drive. If they can establish that run game and maybe get 4 or 5 yards, then hey, keep running the ball. It looks like a passing down with the way they're set up, and especially White is in the game.
1st and 10 from the 25. Pass has the man open, and he drops it. He overthrew him just a little bit. And the pass intended for De Palma, he just couldn't get it.
Michael, he had a touchdown. Oh, heartbreaker. That's.
He's on the wrong side of him. Let's see that again.
Let's see the replay
He
here.
had him. He has him beat. He fakes him with the run, but has him over in the middle. If he throws that in stride, we're talking about possibly a huge play in the red zone or a touchdown for the Indians. A tough break from Sagnella and the Indians.
2nd and 10 from the 25. Run to the near side. Gets to the 30-yard line, so about a run of 5 from Nick Dodge.
All right, so 3rd and 5, that's not as bad as they want to be in a situation like this. 3rd and 5, manageable. You saw they're trying to run outside the tackle box. Didn't really see anything here. They cut back inside and try to get as many positive yards as he can. So that's a plus for the Indians in the checkbook, if you want to say.
3rd and 5 for North Haven.
Huge play right now for both teams, defensively and offensively. What is the call that Coach Agnella and Coach Riccadelli are calling right now at this moment?
Direct snap in the holes, short of the first down marker.
So Dodge on the carry is going to be 5 yards short of the first down.
Tough call right now for the Indians. It looks like it's going to be about 4th and 2.
4th and 2.
Do they go for it right here and possibly put... I mean, we're hearing people in the press box right now. They're saying they're going for it. This is a very, very tough call. And what did I say? A timeout. That timeout early in the 3rd quarter could come back and haunt them. Let's see. And then Sagnell takes another timeout. So a huge call. The call of the game going forward right here on this 4th down.
Timeout called by North Haven, 28-24. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Subway, Universal Drive, North Haven. Locally owned and operated, featuring delicious subs, wraps, salads, and all of your catering needs. Subway, Universal Drive next to Home Depot in North Haven.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
HB Communications, 60 Dodge Avenue, North Haven. Since 1946, specializing in audio-video solutions, including video conferencing, unified communications, digital signage, and more. HB Communications.
Love it. I'm excited. You can hear me already coming back. I'm excited. This is it, Michael. This is the call of the season right now for the Indians. Huge play right now for the Indians and the Shelton Gales.
The crowd is going wild here. 4th and 2 from the 33-yard line. There's the run. Dives through. He's got the first down.
First down.
It looks like an injured lineman. I don't know. He's holding his arm, but you want to talk about a game of inches, Michael. There's your definition right there. A game of inches.
Devin Brockemer got the 3 yards that he needed for the first down to move the chains and keep this drive alive.
That's the fight that this Indian team has showed all season, and they're showing it again against the...
1st and 10. Another run to the near side. Has the hole, gets to the 40, just shy of the 45-yard line. Again, Devin Brockemer with the carry.
You got to give it to your best players right now. Your best players should be getting the ball in their hands come crunch time. Nick Dodge, Devin Brockemer, those are the 2 guys I want to be seeing. And that's the team. Those are the 2 players that have actually been carrying this team throughout this season in rushing. And you know what? You got to keep feeding them the ball.
2nd and 3. 5 minutes to go in this game. North Haven trailing by 4. They have had the lead twice. Shelton has had the lead 4 times. Or 3 times. Justin White rolling out, trying to look for a pass, but then takes it himself. He's going to get dropped behind the line.
Justin White looking for a receiver, keeps the ball himself.
I think the North Haven Indians, it's a tough call right there. 2nd and 3, I like that he went for the pass, but I think they should have stuck to the run game because Shelton has had no answers in this half against the Indians.
Trying to find a man downfield. They were close.
But Shelton did a great job.
If he goes for that pass, they could have had an illegal man downfield. Number 51 was way past what could have been called ineligible receiver. 3rd and 4.
This is 2-down territory going forward, Michael. There ain't no punting anymore.
Direct snap. Trying to punch through. Brockemer again to the 45-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and short again.
4th and 1. There ain't no punting. This is it. This is 2-down territory going forward, Michael. This is it. If you think they're punting the ball, you're crazy.
North Haven only has 1 timeout left, so punting is definitely not an option. Shelton with all 3 of their timeouts. They have a 4-point lead as well. 3 minutes, 36 seconds, 4th down and 1. Mike Vandercourt Field is alive. There's the snap to Brockemer. Punches through. Let's see where they mark it. He's marked short. Shelton says they have it. North Haven says they have it. But I think he is short.
With the way the ref, yeah, if you look at the side judge, they look like they didn't get the first down, maybe an inch short.
They're going to measure this. I think this is a generous spot for Shelton.
Of course.
It look, I mean,
They haven't been
I thought
helping.
that ball was closer to the chain than where they're marking it.
Seems like the
Definitely short, so unless the sideline the lines are off, it's definitely short.
I think he'll go by the reaction of one team or the other.
It's short. Shelton stops North Haven.
The game's not over. I'm seeing players drop to the knees. The game's not over. There's not a minute left with no timeout. There's still 3 minutes left. The North Haven Indians need to make a big play. You got to be fired. You got to make a play for your team now. Can't put your head down and cry about it. You got to go out there and go make a play now.
This is the biggest defensive drive of the season so far for North Haven. You have to have a target on 5 and a target on 2 for the remainder.
But don't be surprised. You never know. They might be stacking the box. Never know. Catch them off guard with play action, and they go for a 60-yard touchdown. The game's over. You never know. Because Shelton could do that. They have the capability of doing that.
1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. Fakes to the near side, and he gets to the 40-yard line.
About 5 yards. I mean, Jack Carr, he has been the difference maker in these past couple drives, in the third quarter and the fourth quarter. He's been the difference maker.
Clock continues to run.
That's what it comes down to.
2nd and 4.
They've been handing the ball off to Jack Carr, and the Indians have not been able to stop him. He's getting positive yards every time he touches the ball.
Shotgun formation, 3 wide out. Roberts fakes the handoff and take it himself. He is stopped before the first down marker, and I don't think he got any yardage on the play, maybe half a yard.
Well, Michael, to just answer your question and to say very quickly, the next play is the game. Play the game. This is the game. They don't get this, game is over. That's it. If they get this, the game is history. 3rd and about 3, 4. This is it. It's 3rd and 3. This is the game, Michael.
If North Haven stops them, does Shelton punt or do they go for it?
It depends on how successful this play is right here.
3rd and 2. Handoff. They have the first down and a little extra, breaking a tackle, carrying him over all the way to the 15. He's still going to the 10, and he's still going. Drop to the 6-yard line, and that's going to do it. The Shelton Gales are going to come into Mike Vanacore Field and be a minute 50 away from going 6-0.
Don't take away from North Haven. Yes, they're going to lose this game, but this is a good North Haven team. North Haven should not be penalized for, yes, losing this game. They played their hearts out. And this was a 60-minute battle. Like I said, this was a 12-round fight for a world title, and they fought, and they gave the crowd everything they expected it. And that's exactly what I expected as well in this game. A tough loss for the Indians. But you know what? Their head should be held high after the way they played in this game.
So it looks like for the 3rd consecutive year, the Shelton Gales will beat the North Haven Indians. Handoff inside the 5.
I don't think they should be running. I think they should just be nailing the ball. I mean, the game's over. I don't think they need to be running the ball. Are you trying to send a message right there by extending the lead? The game's over. You won the game. Be happy with it. Take it and go. You don't need to continue to score.
1 minute to go in the game. As the North Haven,
I'm a little frustrated right now.
The North Haven Indians will have their first loss of the season to a great Shelton Gales team coming in here 5-0 as well. They will improve to 6-0. North Haven will have a chance to bounce back, though, against Xavier here at Mike Vanacore Field next week. Roberts gets the direct snap, and he'll dive inside the 1-yard line. Maybe have time for one more play as North Haven calls their final timeout.
North Haven will take its final timeout.
It's just trying to stop the clock, but it's just a tough game, tough break. It was an amazing game to be a part of and to commentate with you, Michael.
It was a fun game.
It was a hell of a game to go back and forth and see this game. Tough breaks. That's what it comes down to. Shelton goes 6-0. North Haven shouldn't be upset about this. They should walk off this field acting and being like champions because you know what? They played their hearts out for 60 minutes. It's just a game of inches. And that's what this game came down to.
And you have to ask the question, when they were inside the 5-yard line on 3rd down, they pass and then go for the field goal.
I know.
Sometimes you have to start playing second guess and say, should they have gone for it?
You can go with a lot of what ifs, but you know what? I liked it. I felt like throughout the second half, the passing game really played a huge part for the Indians' success. I mean, who knows what happens if they don't have those 2 passing plays? I mean, who knows? We're talking
now
about
Shelton is calling a timeout.
We talk about a 28-7 game. We don't know what can happen, but I like the calls. And you know what? It's a frustrating way to lose, but you know what? It was, like I said, fun game to be a part of. It's just the way that it lost and the way they played. Amazing effort from both teams, just not the way. Most fans in this stadium, most of the coaches, me, we're not expecting and we're hoping that North Haven could come out with a huge, huge victory. But I don't want to put the what-if game because you know what? If it wasn't for the passing game and if it wasn't for Jack Carr, we don't know how this game would have turned out.
That's definitely true. Shelton started this game with a 7-0 lead after a touchdown from Jake Roberts, one of 4 touchdowns of the night, 3 on the ground, 1 in the air. Devin Brockamer had a big touchdown tonight. Corey Hooks with a touchdown. Nora Pirelli from Justin White with a big touchdown. But North Haven will fall just short here as they are trailing right now 28-24 with 34 seconds to go. Roberts drops back. He will slide and take
and that should be the last
a slide. That should be the final play of the game. It is over. The Shelton Gales have officially moved on to 6-0, and the North Haven Indians have fallen to 5-1. Shelton comes in on the Indians' home turf and give the Indians their first loss of the season.
Heck of a game, Michael.
It was.
It was a fun game to watch, and I can't say it enough. It was a 60-minute battle till the end.
So next week, North Haven will have a chance to rebound here at Mike Vanacore Field, and we'll have that game for you next week as the North Haven Indians will face Xavier High School. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, our final thoughts for the North Haven Indians and the Shelton Gales. Again, final score 28-24. You're watching Friday Night Football on NHTV.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
HB Communications, 60 Dodge Avenue, North Haven. Since 1946, specializing in audio-video solutions, including video conferencing, unified communications, digital signage, and more. HB Communications.
Subway, Universal Drive, North Haven. Locally owned and operated, featuring delicious subs, wraps, salads, and all of your catering needs. Subway, Universal Drive next to Home Depot in North Haven.
Arnold's Jewelers, the North Haven Diamond Center, 117 Washington Avenue in North Haven. Decades of experience and a deep commitment to the North Haven community. Visit us today at thearnoldsjewelers.com.
North Haven Funeral Home, 36 Washington Avenue, North Haven. Since 1953, the one source families rely on for caring, compassionate service. North Haven Funeral Home.
Once again, the final score, Shelton 28, North Haven 24. Michael Valenti alongside Trevor Keys. North Haven suffers their first loss of the season. It was a frustrating loss here, but you have to say it was a well-fought battle between these two teams, evenly matched, evenly fought, unfortunately, Shelton just had the upper hand tonight.
Michael, I've been in these games before. I mean, my last high school game at North Haven was a game like this. It was a 60-minute bloodbath with hand. It's heartbreaking. Losing games like this, to lose and to see the way they played, and you can see the fan support, the way they played, both teams, both coaches should be so extremely proud of the way each team played. And you know what? They might be upset now, but to see this game for 60 minutes, and I said it, I emphasized it in pregame, this was a 60-minute bloodbath. It was a 60-minute SEC back and forth type of game. And you know what? We even said it. We were saying this is like Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees. This is how this game was. It was back and forth. It's whoever had the ball last was going to win this game. And eventually, it was Shelton in this case.
And both teams had their successes, but both teams made huge mistakes. There were some big penalties that Shelton committed. You had the Devin Brockhammer fumble to start their first drive of the game. And then you had the 3rd and goal inside the 5-yard line. They can't convert. They take the field goal, and that ended up being the benefactor and the huge difference in the way this game ended for North Haven.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look. But I know you're going to look at, if they make the field goal, instead of going with the field goal, do they go with the 4th down and 1? It's a lot of what ifs. You know what? They played their game. The defense played their tail off. The offense played their tail off. The coaches, great play calling. I love the play calling of the 2 big passes, catching them off guard. You know what? I loved it. I loved everything I saw from tonight. It's just eventually Shelton prevails in an SEC top 10 matchup. You know what? It's an unfortunate one because I've been a part of games like this. It's a sour taste because you know what? You're always going to be walking off the field, and I hope nobody on this North Haven team, because I can see this is bumps and bruises. You see right behind us, the players down. You know what? Nobody should walk off this field with their heads down. They should be walking off feeling like, you know what? I gave everything I got for 60 minutes, and that's all you could say. As long as you walk off not saying I didn't have any what ifs, then guess what? You played your heart off, and you should be proud. Even though they don't win, you should be proud of the way they played.
It is definitely a tough loss, but again, North Haven will have a chance to bounce right back on it here at Mike Vanacore Field next week.
This is a good North Haven team. North Haven should not be penalized in the standings. This is a good North Haven football team. They played a very good Shelton football team. And if people were here, and you'll see the highlights, but people should have been here because these are 2 very, very good teams in their respective divisions. And I hope that North Haven does not get penalized for that because going forward, this is going to be a team to watch out for and it'll be a hard team to defeat.
Again, North Haven will face Xavier next week here at Mike Vanacore Field, and we'll be here on NHTV. And of course, you can follow North Haven High School football on Facebook and watch the game live. For Trevor Keys and everyone here at the NHTV crew, my name is Michael Valenti saying so long from Mike Vanacore Field.
Arnold's Jewelers, the North Haven Diamond Center, 117 Washington Avenue in North Haven. Decades of experience and a deep commitment to the North Haven community. Visit us today at thearnoldsjewelers.com.
North Haven Funeral Home, 36 Washington Avenue, North Haven. Since 1953, the one source families rely on for caring, compassionate service. North Haven Funeral Home.
Forget-Me-Not Florist, 39 State Street, North Haven. A true, full-service flower shop providing same-day delivery. Whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, or sympathy, Forget-Me-Not is there for you.
HB Communications, 60 Dodge Avenue, North Haven. Since 1946, specializing in audio-video solutions, including video conferencing, unified communications, digital signage, and more. HB Communications.
Subway, Universal Drive, North Haven. Locally owned and operated, featuring delicious subs, wraps, salads, and all of your catering needs. Subway, Universal Drive next to Home Depot in North Haven.